BTC getting a serious rippage to the upside here. We gave you a flag, talked about how the 15-minute was breaking on the model. The way I trade, I did not trade it. I was with my family all day. I'm not, you can, it's okay. But still, man, the way I trade paid out. It showed you how to get paid today. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go over it. I'm going to see you soon. I heard you. You said fast forward the timer. I did it for you, okay? I cut off 4 minutes. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Something's weird with my program. It's saying I'm way modulated, but I shouldn't. I'm the same as normal. Let me see. Am I blasting out over here? Let me see if I can. But I shouldn't. I'm the same as normal. Let me see. No, it's all right. Blasting out over here? Let me see if I can. No, I'm not. Okay, cool. All right. The reading is just saying I'm overmodulated, but I don't believe I am. I did get some sun. El Gran Jefe. Shout out to my man. Thank you for being here. God bless you. Thank you for jumping on in. And I took the day off today, and I was with my family out on the water, but I still had my phone with me, and I was still watching price action. And as you can see here at about 4:25 p.m. today, I said the 50-minute showing a nice flag, touching the 21 above the 200. Looking like you're going to get, this is my sauce. When the 21 touches above the 200, I enter. Like almost no one trades like I do like this exactly with the 21. 50-minute showing a nice flag, touching the 21 above the 200. I guess I sent it twice just because, in case you didn't know, I sent it at 4:25 and I sent it again at 4:45. And then I said little weekend poke, and then we got the peak out, right? And, you know, the retest is the greatest buy in the game, right? Maybe he's Vaughn, I don't know. And then I think there was, like, rumors of Trump. Oh, sorry, here we go. So at 4:45, I give you this flag here on the 15-minute, touching the 21-day moving average. And this is a Discord. This is why people pay $99 a month here, because you could be doing whatever you want. And I'm going to be able to see when price is about to pump, and you're going to get an alert in your pocket, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. And I'm very accurate, and it's more than likely going to help you more than it hurts you. And then this got tight, and then I said it's poking out at 4:46. I'm all over it. No matter what's happening, I care about you guys. And then I said this is why I mainly trade the model. 21 above the 200. That's a perfect entry right there. Then it comes in at retest, the top trend line. And I said retest. Retest means it's going to pump again. That's a perfect buy right there after the retest, because then you know it retested. So you have a really good chance of it breaking to the upside. And then lo and behold, Bitcoin took the rippage to the upside. Let's take a look at that 15-minute flag right now and talk about it. Look at it. There it is. There's the 21. There was the first entry. There was the second one I told you about with the retest. And then that thing just decided right now to skyrocket all the way to about 69,560 for Bitcoin, baby. Let's go. Decent. Very decent. So beautiful move for BTC. And I keep getting younger. You guys notice this? Every year I look younger than the year before. How do I do that? It's because I'm a shape-shifting person, and I come from another realm, and I come here and shape-shift and move around, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like that guy with the flat earth thing, and he's talking, he's like, eh. Next thing you know, he's going to tell you I am somebody else from the past, right? He thinks Trump is Elvis. I think that guy's nuts. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I think that guy's out of his mind nuts. I think some of the stuff he says might be cool, but a lot of his stuff, who here knows who I'm talking about? Straight drive, stay off the air. I need that, dude. That's how I stay young, man. How do you think? Like, I got to go to the meetings. Need that Chrome. One of those best live trading channels based on TA. Yep, God bless you, man. Thank you. Look and sound. It's good on my sound. Thank you for saying that. No shape-shifting, please. You're funny, man. Not on this channel. So we got a huge pump, and we're a little far away from the 21, but things look good. And we got Bitcoin in the weekly candle close. Bitcoin in the weekly candle close, baby. Here we go for BTC and the weekly candle close. Only time will tell, right? Hey, Michigan versus UConn Monday night, the big game. And I'm completely basically out of the pool now. Let's see who's the winner now. Someone who's still in there. Let's see who the number one is now. Scott probably got knocked off. Dude, Samuel. Hey, as long as a Samuel wins, dude. Looks like Samuel's going to take it. Because he's the only guy. Yeah, we got some Duke people in there. Yeah, but there's no one put UConn. Wow. Nobody bet UConn to win. It's kind of crazy. Dang, man. But I got 80 points. The winner has 116, but dang. Let's take a look at what's happening to BTC. So I talked about the fact that the weekly was possibly going to move. And you could front run this double bottom here on the weekly. I also talked about that I was 90% sure that Bitcoin is bottomed because I've never seen the fear and greed at 5 in my life. Well, you know, I'd never seen it at 5. I bought it when it's 9 and 8, and I saw it at 5 twice. And whenever I've seen that with the 2 week below the 200 moving average, it's been a bottom. The 2 week below the stochastics RSI. So I use the 2 week stochastics whenever they're this far below the dotted line. And the last time we were this low was a bear market low. I mean, you can't hang out on the 2 week this long on the stochastics RSI. You just can't. Let me show you something here. And we just got a bullish cross of the 2 week stochastic. The last time we got that was a run, was a run, was a run, was a run. There you had 1, 2, but still, I mean, very interesting concept here. So when you see the 2 week this far below the 200 moving below the dotted line and curving back to the upside, I mean, that's just telling you that there could be a big gain. I have the monthly chart open right now, as you say, and we're going to take a look at that. But first thing I want to do is take a look at that weekly candle and see how it closed. It was a beautiful candle, folks. It wasn't bullish engulfing, but it broke this candle body, which is big. When it actually is a bullish engulfing candle. You could put this candle inside. So we got a bullish engulfing candle on the week. That tells me that you could long right now with a stop below these 2 wicks, and you might end up getting payday. Now, I wouldn't want it to pump first. I'd want it to dump first. Kind of weird that we pumped right off the bat because now we got an upward channeled wick. We need this to dump now, then come back up. It has a little wick. No, I thought I just saw a wick. I guess I was looking at something else. See, it has no wick at all from the bottom. I mean, that's not a good thing. I would have wished that it had dumped a little bit first, then pump. Doesn't mean it can't continue to go, but just, you know, one thing on the radar. So the weekly candle opened at $66,019.99. The high was $69,303.76. The low was $65,735 at 8 cents. And the candle closed at $69,018.87, up $3,000 on the week. Bitcoin opened at 66 and it closed at 69. All the money happened in the last few hours of the week. Isn't that crazy? That's where all the magic happened. But we got the pump, and Bitcoin could be at a giant double bottom here. I've seen nobody talk about this but me, but I don't watch all of it. I've never seen it on Twitter. I didn't see anything, but I don't see anyone talking about the fact that this is a double bottom. Breaks up 68% of the time. It goes to measured move, neckline to head, and you bring this there, and this says you can go up to 82, and then I don't see why you wouldn't gap up to 88 and into this resistance here, 86,088K, and there's a big gap in the VRVP. I tell you right now, when you see gaps like this, I was so surprised this didn't run through the gap. Came back down just to get rid of the last remaining longs before we could rip back to the upside for Bitcoin. So, yeah, my short trade, yeah, why were you short? If you were in my trading group, you would never have gone short. All right? Like, you would have gotten this update where I told you it's about to break out, and then you would have learned my system, and you would have known whenever Sammy posts a 221 on the 200 that there's a really high likelihood of a move to the upside. Then you would watch me for months and know that that's a very high probable signal because I've been showing it to you daily, every single day on multiple time frames. And then you would have the confidence to take the trade. You'd be up big right now, and your life would have changed, and you'd be like, wow, I've learned education from this man. I've used it in actionable strength, and I've been able to make it happen. So bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everyone in the trading group. Shout out to all the over 1,000 people here in the trading group. Thank you so much for joining the group. I appreciate that. One of the strongest groups in the game. We do have some weak hands that decided they couldn't hang, but those are only the weak hands. The strong, serious people that are here to grind, they're still in the group grinding, helping each other, helping things go, and getting the updates every single day. So, you know, one could still say, are we still in a bear flag that could break to the downside? And I'm open-minded that we may be. In my mind, I'm really not overly bullish till Bitcoin can break above $74,000 and close a weekly candle in the green there. Anyway, let's start our top-down analysis like I do every single day, and you can see good time to sell. Why? When Bitcoin's away from the 21. And look, it pumped up to the what? The 4-hour 200 moving average. I taught my students this. You like to pump up to the 4-hour 200. Even I was on a boat with one of my students today, and he showed me his chart, and he says, they're probably going to rip it right to the 4-hour 200. And I was like, this man has learned something from me. I've taught so many people technical analysis, folks. And I did tell you, I said, this looks like it's more likely going to go to the downside. It's a symmetrical triangle. It could have gone either way. The 15-minute gave you the entry. The 15-minute said, I'm on the 21 above the 200. That is a go time, go. Okay? You're going to learn this stuff with me. Don't worry. Now, look, the 15 minutes away from the 21. It's either going to go sideways and continue through the night into a massive pump, or it's going to come, down here. But the 21 has to touch now before we get a big pump, like 95%. Now, it could pump without the 21, but there's like a 1% chance. It's far more likely that we're going to have to come back to the 21 here for the next pump. All right, so I advise, you could probably take profits here. If you're in a big trade, you could leave it alone. And I'm not a financial advisor, do whatever you want. But me, I'd take profits here. And then I would wait for it to get sideways, and then I'd get back in here and rip back up. Or back in here. One of these two places, because I don't know where the 21's going to touch. It doesn't matter to me. It matters to buy when it does touch. See, like here, I could have been here. Let me show you something. Let me show you something here. So like right here, where this pump happened. The second that happened, I would draw a flag to the side, right? And I would draw a flag to the down. And I'd say, I don't know what's going to happen, but when we touch the 21, I'm going to get in. And then when you readjust your flag and you saw that happen, then you enter right there. So I do the same thing right now. See, I project this, what's called the Twisted Sister. I created this. This is my own little thing. It's called the Twisted Sister. I don't know how I came up with it, but I did. Because it can go either way. Your sister can go either way. That doesn't make any sense. It's so horrible. I have two sisters. But... yeah. That's just crazy, right? It was a Freudian slip. I wasn't really saying anything. But anyway, the idea is this. I mean, it's a Twisted Sister. I think that's the name of a band, too. Twisted Sister, right? Is it a band? Yeah, an American heavy metal band. Twisted Sister. Yeah. Formed in Ho-Ho-Kus, New Jersey. Later based in Long Island, New York, their best known songs include We're Not Gonna Take It. Remember that? We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I had to do that. You have to do that. Like if I want to rock, baby. So the Twisted Sister, man, you've learned it here with the Lifer. And this thing will get you through, man. This is one of my... I love this thing has got me through so much because while everyone's bugging out, see, everyone will go short here and get stopped out. Everyone will go long here and then get out of the trade because it's sideways and they don't think it's going to work. I know that the 21's my key to entry and my key to winning and my key to make it bank, baby. It's all about that 21-day moving average. So shout out to anyone that did make a Easter day trade. You got paid today and you had a feeling they were going to pump it on Easter, man, because that consolidation was getting so tight. And whenever Bitcoin gets tight, a move is coming. One way or the other here to the upside. They took it to the upside this time for Bitcoin. Anyway, so to prove to you that if you learn from me, you would have been on the right side of today's trade. Or maybe you didn't trade at all, depending. I don't know how it all happened, but... Hold on one second. Shout out to... So sorry about that. Okay. I just needed to get a glass. I don't want to drink out of the can. All right. We're not going to take it anymore, baby. I seen it, but I didn't take it. Just spotting my way. It's okay. As you start to get into it, it's okay. But if you stick with me and you keep working with me, you're going to see that opportunity over and over again. And when you don't take it, you're going to realize that I spotted one of the best opportunities in all of trading in any asset in the world. You can trade this. You can trade this system that I'm teaching you on any asset in the world. I've unlocked so many people's brains. I've helped them start. Remember, I'm in this monthly call. I told you, get in on along here with a stop below these 2 wicks. And I believe this thing is going to rip. I'm in the trade. Okay. This is maybe some of the last times to buy BTC while you still can. All right. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? If I go to spot here, go to wallets. Yeah, this is like, you know what I mean? Like some of the last chances to buy Bitcoin in your lifetime at these prices, and you're going to think, oh, no, he's out of his mind. We're going lower. Okay. And again, maybe we do go lower, but if we do, what, 38,000, 40,000? You see what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. But I'm not, yeah. Spot. Oh, no, I want to go wallet to spot. And about 5,000. All right. Confirm. Go to spot trading. And we're going to buy more Bitcoin. And you're like, but it's pumping, Sam. You know, why would you buy in a pump? I just like to buy more Bitcoin. All right. I don't really care when I do it. $5,000 more at market. I don't give a dang. Buying more Bitcoin. Look at another 0.07 Bitcoin. While everyone else is shook is in their panties, I'm buying more. Give me more, baby. Give me more. I don't live in fear. I got rid of that a long time ago when my mom died while she was talking to me for Thanksgiving. That's the worst thing. My biggest fear was my mother dying. Never mind dying in front of me. So I think I've confronted the biggest fear of life. Yeah, I mean, there's a few other fears. I don't even want to talk about them. I love my kids. But there you go. So I like this area for a long-term move for Bitcoin here. And we could get the monthly looks beautiful. We got our first week of dumpage. It's April 5th. We got a nice wick there, right? So April was supposed to start down. As I said, I'd like the first week to be dumped, at least the first 5 days. Then I'd like to see a recovery so we can get the wick. To me, this is a breakout. You have now broken this trend line. Clear as day. You're on the other side of the trend line. That's a breakout. You would have stayed below. You have now breached. Now, again, this could turn into a bull trap. Wick up, come right back down, and then end us. It could. Let's see. But this is the beginning of something different here for Bitcoin. All right. And you can see a move here to the upside. That takes you back to $119,000 BTC. So this is what I'm looking at. This is kind of what I'm focused on. And this is pretty amazing here. The monthly's very oversold. I showed you the fractal from the daily that it resembles the exact price action. That thing blew up on Twitter. Let's talk about that. Let's go to X real quick and show you what I mean. All right. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. You're going to get so much information. Exactly. The 3-day chart trend line break could send this whole thing into a bull run to a mill. It really could. I don't think people realize that. Yeah. Trump will announce tomorrow we have a deal. Bookmark it. Okay, I'm clicking the bookmark, Grant. Like, I'm gonna go. I love me and Grant. I know his brother well. I've never met Grant yet, but we're buddies, you know. I got it bookmarked. Let's go. Apparently, to get engaged on X, I need to rage bait you all post pages I am. No one will ever see my account. It's been nice knowing you all. It's so funny, man. So funny. It's tough out here, but you got to be relevant. You got to say things that people want to see. The crystal clear waters of Florida. Look at this. This is how crystal clear the waters are in Sarasota. Like, where would you? That's we're out there in the middle. Look at this. It was gorgeous today. It was we were in Passage Key, this special little spot in between like Tampa and Sarasota, and all the people with their boats. Man, it was just a beautiful day. Like, it was just a beautiful day. And I bought no eggs, no baskets, no bunny hats. I told my children about Jesus and took them to play in the waters of the Gulf, away from fake pagan holidays. You see what I'm saying? Probably for the best, as the Cadbury chocolate eggs aren't even made of chocolate. Not sure if the major brand is U.S., but good call nonetheless. Good job. Look at all. I love you people. Yeah. I get the Easter bunny stuff, but it's going to church a day I made with the family. I don't see how that's a bad thing. It's not. I didn't say Easter was pagan. See, this guy takes it so right. Like, you know what I mean? God bless you. You're like, come on, man. Yeah. It's the resurrection of Jesus. It ain't Easter. You know what I mean? Anyway. Someone will always think it wrong online. It's so funny, man. But this is what I wanted to show you. Is this here? And this blew up with 20,000 on Twitter and counting. But, you know, that is exactly the same fractal, man. And it's the same way they got everyone tricked the first time. And this evoked a lot of people. If you had macro weight and filter to match the economic conditions, look at that. Running a custom 7 million search engine, this 2018 range is in fact the closest analog. If we get a repeat, I see a muted news cycle that takes us just around the previous all-time high before consolidating there for a while. I kind of see something similar there too. An up and down price action there. You know, someone swore at me here. This is crazy. It got crazy. But the point is, this is interesting. And I think you should pay attention to this. All right. And I have called two huge bottoms. I called the $6,000, $3,000 bottom for Bitcoin when it went to 20K, back to 69. I called the $15,000 to $16,000 area. I went hard and then I bought a whole Bitcoin. I called the $84,000 bounce before we went all the way back to 126,000. And I'm calling this bottom here like this is what I'm good at. Right? Anyway, we'll see. So far, I really like the monthly. If we can get a green close on the monthly, so at the end of this month, if this ends up pretty big and green, that's a breakout. That's a likelihood that we continue further up and head to resistance, at least to 82,000, and then we can talk about it. And then it looks like if we get to 82, 93, and then look, there's not a lot of resistance, folks. If we can create a bottom, 1, 2, and then you're basically hitting 108,000. And if you're back at 108, everyone's going to be freaking out. And then everyone that waited for the lows is going to be pissed. There's so many people being told we're going lower. So many people. I don't know what's going to happen. We could go lower. I don't tell you what's going to happen for sure. I have my indicators are telling me that there's a high probability that we've bottomed. You know what I'm saying? And this may be your chance. And you saw me, I bought $5,000 worth of Bitcoin, I think on Friday or Thursday. I bought $5,000. I have a leverage trade position on the monthly going to the upside. So like I'm telling you everything I've done. You've seen me put countless amounts of money into Bitcoin. Since it bottomed at 60K, we've had 2, 4, 6, 8, about 10 weeks to buy Bitcoin on the low. And people who think it's going lower are just sitting there. Now, if we go down to here, to this level here, to 42, I'll buy more too. Like if that will have to be the exhausted bottom. If this isn't the bottom, that's the exhausted bottom. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to push you to do anything. I'm not a financial advisor, but I will tell you that I am moving like 80% now, putting my, I'm starting to act like this is the bottom. Bounce off the 200 moving average there on a wick. And the one thing I will do is I know nothing but the fact of my ignorance, but when I call bottoms, I'm pretty adamant about it. That's when I go off the script and I'm not all like, and I say, and I know anything is possible. So in a week or two, I could be wrong and everyone's going to be like, damn, man, that was the guy. He's out of his mind. But what I will do is you'll be here every day and I'll see it reverse. This candle will turn red. We will go back inside the channel. Like if this candle turns red and we go back inside this trend line and we start hanging out somewhere down at 65.5, I mean, it obviously ain't, then we have to switch our, but right now, what we're seeing right now could be the beginning. It could. But obviously, it's the very early stage. So this could flip back to bearish in a second, and I'd be like, dang, it didn't happen, right? But it's starting to look pretty good, and I like this cup and handle here for Bitcoin. And we even talked about the daily, right? We talked about the daily today, and I said you could even long the daily here. I said it could be a good idea, right? We went over that too today on the daily. But there's a cup and handle. To me, it's kind of breaking out. I feel like if you brought this level here, that 5-day candle is kind of out of trend line. Hard to say if 5 days chunky. 3-day looks like it's ready to rock. You could buy the breakout right now with a stop below these 2 wicks, and there's a chance you get paid on this cup and handle. I've been talking about this cup and handle. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy. There's a reason they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. There's a reason why I'm famous for the nomiker, whatever you want to say it is. Because I've been able to show this stuff for years now. For years, not just a little bit. For years now I've been doing this. People have been watching this channel for 5 years. I didn't just call Bitcoin one day and another day. I've been doing this for years. And I have a track record. Like you can go ask Grok and say, hey, how accurate is this guy? And Grok will break me down and he'll tell you that I've called multiple bottoms. I did it the other day and Grok was like, wow, this guy's on point. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, Grok, you're nice. So anyway, the daily to me has broken out of the falling wedge. Clear as day. I mean, the daily just broke out today. it broke out the falling wedge. Now, either it's going to be a bear trap, a bull trap, and it's going to whip back down. But the cool thing about it is you wouldn't even have to open up a short unless you saw Bitcoin maybe make a right shoulder here, maybe break back below this level. Then you short the market. With a stop above here, you know what I mean? But I'm happy I didn't get, it was looking bearish Friday night into Saturday. It looked a little bearish to me on Saturday. It didn't look amazing, I have to be honest. This morning changed that. I didn't trade, but I decided not to trade Easter weekend, man. And I didn't get a huge payday on this pump. I am in the monthly trade, which was underwater heavily, and now it's like really good. So I did make some money back on a trade, and I had conviction in the monthly. So I see this as a cup and handle. I see the measured move up to 82K. I see that's our next resistance right there. Resistance. We might stop first on our way at 76,000. We have to break above this level where we wicked. Once we get above that, we're going to go up to 87, and then we can reconvene from there. All right. But that's a clear breakout on the daily. You have bullish divergence. The RSI is pointing to the upside. The stochastic RSI. The RSI is in a good spot. This is telling me things are going all right. All right. After the long time, multi-candle will be a hammer candle. Parabolic pump ahead. Bitcoin to the moon. I see 3 white horse hourly candles. Bitcoin to 105,000. That 150 day will be interesting. Will it break through this time? All right. AI confirmation bias. Yeah, so this looks interesting to me. 12-hour, 22, both breaking out of the falling wedge. Clean breakout of the falling wedge. 4-hour broke out to what? The 200 moving average. Clear as day, right? So now what? Well, now the 4-hour needs to reconnect to that 21. And so that's either going to go sideways here in some chop, pull the 21 in, and then rip, or it is going to have to come down to the 21, maybe retest 67,780. I would like it not to do that. And there's the 1 hour too. So what I would do is I would begin to flag out the 1 hour time frame. That would be my goal. Like I like the 1 hour right now. And it tells me in about 8 hours at the most, maybe 6, the 21 can retouch. So the same thing. This is the Twisted Sister, folks. I do the same thing over and over again. Why? Because it works. Because I've seen every single asset in the world do this. Because there's no reason to change what's been working. You know what I mean? Like, if it ain't fixed, don't broke it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I say things backwards because I think I'm dyslexic. Roman shoulders coming for the pump, but when? You're funny. I love patient trading. It's so liberating. Yes, it is. You just wait and it happens. So look, I'm waiting for the 21 to come to price action here. It could go further down. We don't know for sure just yet. But so fast, so good there, dude. Right? So fast, so good, kid there, dude. So kid, dude, good. Dude, kid, dude. I mean, very overbought on the 30-minute RSI. Like the last time the 30-minute got this stretched out, we were somewhere here. So just, it tells you we do have to be a little, there has to be some type of pullback here. 15-minute 2 needs to go sideways. 1 minute is making a bit of a bull flag here. So you never know. The 1 minute could get busy. 1 minute cracked the 200 right there. Look. 1 minute was in this tight flag all day long, and then we got the breakout. That was an entry right there with the 21 above the 200 spot. Stop below the 200, you would have got paid. So I'm just going to get rid of my bigger projection for now. These are just the flags that I drew there. And if you can look at it, the 1 minute looks like it may get busy. I wouldn't trade it on the Sunday night, but there's been some heavy volatility. Trump said he was going to go crazy on Tuesday. He used the F-bomb. He was dropping F-bombs. Son of crazy. Sammy knows what's coming, baby. What is your prediction for Trump's ultimatum? I believe they're going to make a deal. Yeah, no one wants to die, man. Like, I think they're going to make a deal, man. But I don't know, honestly. To me, it doesn't matter because I'm trading the charts, and no matter what, I'm going to trade the charts, and no matter what, I'm going to keep a level head. Yeah. Hey, Sammy, how come the 21 goes to price action fast and sometimes slow to get there? Am I wrong? It's price action. I don't think so. No, it takes its. I don't know. Why do you walk to the store quicker some days than other days? You know what I mean? It depends on everyone's buying and selling. You're asking a question that's kind of irrelevant. All you need to know is when the 21 touches, you go. It may be longer or short. It doesn't matter. Set an alert for the area where you think it will touch, and you'll get better at that over time. You'll get really good at knowing when it's going to touch. You will. You'll be able to nail it. Have faith in yourself. You can do this. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself you're amazing and that you can figure out anything. All right, and you will. If you tell yourself you suck and you can't, I'm not saying you're doing that. If we tell ourselves we suck and we're not amazing, then we're not. Look, that looks like that's the 21 inside the flag. There's a pump right there. Look at that. I wouldn't chase this, though. I would wait for the 1 hour to make a flag. Blessing to you, Sam, and all the lifers. Much appreciation, buddy. Love the channel. God bless you. Thank you. Deal or no deal is the question. I'm going with no deal. I'll be on the charts either way. I say deal. I go with deal, man. I got some insiders that are calling it a deal, too. People that know a little more than me. But we'll find out. We'll see what happens. Sam, is it possible to double bottom on the 200 MA at 60K and grab the liquidity and then rip? Anything is possible. But you got to close a monthly candle now or a weekly candle below resistance, which, Sam, I just want to take a moment to thank you. My trade is up 120%. It's all because of everything I've learned from you in the last 2 years. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, so I would wait for the 15-minute. It's just too far away. The 1 hour just got too far away from the 21. Every time I've seen that, it's been some type of, a profession, some type of nice pullback here. Now, again, it may go on, it may rip one more time, but man, 3 straight, that's like straight up rippage. And that's what they did. Everyone went short, left their trades alone, and they just ripped the trade, man. They ripped them. They ripped them a new one. Wow. So anyway, I'm sticking with the projection on the 1 hour. Yeah. We are positive, optimistic of this channel. No place for negative. God bless you all. Gratitude is key. 100%. Yeah, I don't hang out with negative people. The second I see someone's negative, I don't want them in my company. I don't want them around me. I don't want them in my life. If you're not a positive person that's projecting positivity, we all have ups and downs. We all have a day here and there. But if you're not generally 90% of the time thinking positive, pushing positive ideas, and making things happen for yourself, then me and you just can't vibe, man. I can help you get out of your rut, but I'm not going to hang out with negative people. Yeah. Spero Cetute Abbiana un splendida giamata. Hey, I shorted the 1 minute. Stops above the wick. I'll admit it. Hey, whatever makes you happy, bro. Above that wick right there, you might win. Yeah, it could be like a shoulder, head, shoulder. I don't know, though. I'd be careful. On the week, on a Sunday night, they could just whoop, boom, right? And that CME opens at 6 p.m., and then the things got ready to go, baby. When the CME opens, things get ready to go. I think you might get cat ears here, man. You might get cat ears. Might get some cat ears that will help you out. Back to the 200. That'll be a good place to sell, right around there if you are short, 68.5. But do whatever makes you happy. I'm not doing that. I've tested the 21 as a new trader, and I can say your strategy works. God bless you, Sam. Yes, it does. I guarantee it works. I've used it for freaking 20 years. Not 20 years, but like about 10 or 12. I've been trading for 20. I've been buying stocks since I was 23. I'm 43. So my first time I ever bought anything to try to get rich off of it was when I was 23. So I've been investing and trading since I was 23 years old. I'm 43 in a couple days. So you might learn something from a 43-year-old man that's been doing it for 20 years. I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't claim to be the best. There's probably way better than me. I'm just a guy that shows up every day and does what I can. Going to my place first, leverage it a long time. Going to go long. I'm thinking to place it on the retest of the 4-hour 200 MA. Feels right. 1K in. The retest of the 200. Like if it breaks out and it retests? Or are you shorting that? Going to go long. Oh, no, he's going along. I'm thinking to place it on the retest. So if it broke out and it comes down and hits the 200, that would be amazing. If that's what you're doing. I'll just wait for the 1 hour to flag out here and then get into the flag when the 21 touches. The next time the 21 touches the 1 hour, if this is a real move, we're going to get a blast. Okay? Don't claim to be the best just to be... Yeah, I don't claim to be the best. I are him, though. I are him for sure, though. I are him. I are him. Yeah, no, for sure. Happy birthday when it comes. Thank you. One could be down, it's okay, but also could be positive in mind and soul. Don't waves happen in life, Sam. Surrounding ourselves with good people makes you grow and a better person. Much love, guys. Love you. 100%, man. It comes in waves, but yeah, you could be positive even when you're down. Some people are just nasty, negative people, right? Yeah. You don't claim to be the best, but buddy, every day I see you trade and you are good. Thank you, Grow. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Turning the big 04. No. 43, man. I was 40 a long time ago. Yeah. BOOKMAP has liquidity either side. Really, it happened so fast and not many people on the board yet. We don't have enough go-to. We do have liquidity, though. You can see big blue, and then it goes all the way up to 72K. We have that glob down there at 67, 66,000. Because a lot of people weren't trading right now. I believe this could continue. Why? If everyone was trading, they would have jumped into the long, and then there would have been a lot of late longs, and they would liquidate. I don't believe there's a lot of late longs down here right now because half people aren't paying attention. What they're going to do is it's going to start to trickle sideways, more likely it continue up. We have a really good chance of making a pretty fat long coming up here for Bitcoin. And I can't tell you what to do, but I really hope you are a position spot. And if we go to 40K, 40 to 60,000 is going to be the greatest buy zone, I think, of a lifetime. So, can you review book? Yeah, we did. Yeah. And unbelievable to see this stuff happening in real time, right? And let's just see. I got a bot too that tells me when to buy and sell that I've been working on. I'm going to release it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll never release it until I ride off into the sunset and I give you guys the sausalito. You know what I mean? But I got something I've been working on now for a while. And look at the buy it gave you. Like, it told you to buy right there. Like, what a long. Like, my bot is so amazing. Like, with the Lifer bot, dude. It's so sick. Lifer bot, dude. You can't beat my bot, man. Can't beat my bot, dude. And it said the long right there. And it even gave you, see it? It gives you these waves. These nice little clouds. Dude. Told you the long right there. Beautiful long. Told you to short there. Would have got paid. Told you to long right there. Got paid. Got paid, man. Told you to short right there. Got paid. Told you to long right there. And there's a long at the top, though. But it would have played out had you played it right. But that was pretty decent. But man, it definitely nailed this last one perfectly. That was also chopped back there, so it's like, but man, it nailed it. Let's see if it got it on the 1 hour. And I told you to long right there, dude. Like crazy. Like, I like it on the 8 hour. Yeah, the 8 hour, it's not going to give you much yet. Anyway, I don't want to really show that off yet until I have back tested it for 2 or 3 months and done a lot of work. It's just getting started, so I'm revealing it a little early. But I want to get you excited and know that I got strategies and I got ways to cook all my brain inside of one thing, and it could change the world, man. So, the Sam Price strategy, bro. I'll trade. I will trade against anybody, though. I really will. I will live trade competition against anybody. Like, you put me in a competition, I will live trade against anybody, anytime, anywhere, any asset. Let's go. You know what I mean? Give them the same amount as me. Say we can use a certain amount of leverage, and let's see who can get busy, man. I know I can get it in. Anyway, who cares? It doesn't matter. But 15-minute, I'm looking for the flag at a continuation up to 71,500 for Bitcoin. Or maybe a pullback to the 21, but it's all about the 21. And that's why I look for consolidation. 21-day moving average, 200. You're going to hear me say this over and over and over again. All right? And it's all about the 200. When you get back above the 200, you have to question your shorts. When you lose the 200 and then you start to make bear patterns, that's when you take a short. So yeah, I've got the sauce. We've gone over it. We've took the monthly all the way back to the 1 minute, back to the, you know, the 15. We've looked at the 1 hour and the 4 hour a few times. We reassessed the 15, and now we're kind of right where we need to be. All right. Hey, Sam, how you doing? More power to you. Hey, how you doing over there? Over Easy Films. Hey, I want my eggs over easy over here. Hey. Thank you, Sam, for the information and knowledge. I appreciate it. God bless you, the real crypto boomer. Yeah. I'd watch that stream, Vegas and Sammy Trade Wars. Yeah. I took down the Banders. I want to go with you, Sammy. That will be an honor. I took down the Bay. You're funny, man. Cannon guide me to all day. Can we go over the ETH, brother? No, never. Yeah, it's boring. Crypto Library would be epic. Remember, a bot used to trade BTC in the early 20 bull run. Minotaur. I still have the Minotaur bot. That ain't done. That thing did very well. In a year and a half, it made 1 Bitcoin to 1.45. Right? And we're going to turn it back on once we find this bottom too. So it actually could be running back up to the upside now. If Bitcoin doesn't bottom, we start to rip up. It's going to be a really good time. I'm still in a massive trade there. A massive trade, yeah. Can we look at Total 3? Yeah. Total 3, remember we looked at it on Friday? If you watch my macro analysis too. What's your drink of choice? I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know what that... I guess, like, I really like pomegranate juice mixed with orange juice. Or like pomegranate juice and lemonade mixed together. Unbelievable. 70K still red on BookMap. Let me in the competition. I'm doing numbers. Interesting. Looking good, Sammy. Real upbeat today. Must have been a good day. It was an amazing day. I was on the water all day with my family. Beautiful, gorgeous. Like, seriously, like, I spent the day in the beautiful Gulf of America. You know what I'm saying? Living my best life. Like, seriously. Like, look at the water. Like, people got to go to Cancun to see stuff like this. They go to the Bahamas. They go to Turks and Caicos. Like, this is 25 minutes from my house, and we get on a boat, and then we take the boat like 30 minutes. Almost an hour, actually. It was a pretty long ride today, but man. Baja, Mexico, bro. Straight up. Puerto Vallarta. This is gorgeous, man. How could you not come back feeling good today? You know what I mean? Guys, if you want a coin, please send a TA or send a super chat. Don't just ask in the chat. You got to send a super chat. All right? It's right here, and I'll take care of it for you. Al Jefe, thank you. I appreciate that. Al Grand Jefe, thank you. Thank you. Can you please take a look at ENS? Thank you. We'll take a look at ENS for David Ross, who actually sent a super chat in there. I appreciate that, David. And shout out to Crypto Billy. Sam knows what's coming, baby. So do you, man. Going heavy, baby. I love it. Let's take a look at ENS. Ethereum name service tends to pump with Ethereum, in case you didn't know what it was called. I'll look at it here on... Yeah, I can't stand looking at stuff on Coinbase sometimes. Let's look at it on Binance, Bybit. Yeah, it's on weeks, but it's on perpetual only. I don't see like a spot. ENS spot. This is what's going to happen. If Bitcoin rips, Ethereum's going to rip. If Ethereum rips, the smaller coins that are waiting to hit are going to hit. This is at the bottom of the range. Here's the top of the range. This looks like it's likely going to head up to $66.93. I could be wrong, but everything's waiting on this Bitcoin stabilizing and not going lower. If Bitcoin can stabilize and get a rip, I'm telling you right now, everything's going to rip. I see this thing breaking out. You could buy, you could get in with a stop loss. It's high risk. I like to get in at the bottom and then rip it. I don't like to buy breakouts, but I got to be honest, if you were late, a buy right now with a stop below these 2 wicks could end up becoming a very, very nice win. Let's take a look at Ethereum, just because I do look at Ethereum. I was messing around with that person. I said, well, I'll look at Ethereum for sure. Got to take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's just exactly Bitcoin. Like, it's that simple. If Bitcoin's going to break out, Ethereum's going to break out. It's really simple stuff. Honestly, the only thing that's different about Ethereum is Ethereum really did make the inverted head and shoulder I was looking for. And it's telling you should buy right here with a stop right there and get paid. So that's an inverted head and shoulder. with a 68% chance to the upside. If you buy into this with no emotions, it's telling you that that's your buy right now on the daily. Your measured move takes you to somewhere to 23.95, and it tells you this is a good place to get in to Ethereum. Could we have a lower low? Could we dump all the way down? Maybe we do. I don't know, but to me, the only people that are going to win are the people that have the TA and the guts to take a shot at the bottom, which I'd say less than 5% of people are going to buy the actual bottom. Most people are too scared. They're not going to do it. They're just not. It's a conviction in oneself. You got to really know thyself to buy the bottom. Seriously, it's all really, I'm talking kung fu. You got to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you're lost and you could be easily swayed, and you're going to read Twitter, go here and there, and you're just not going to be able to buy the bottom. You're going to listen to too many other people, and you're not going to be able to make a real decision for yourself. But I'm independent. My dad told me to forget everybody and go my own way when I was a kid. I've been going my own way for a long time. I do not follow people. I am a leader. I lead people, and I believe I could lead you to greatness if you pay attention, right? Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside, cup and handle here. Again, we do have some resistance. This could, I know, crazy if this flips red and next thing we dump right back down, and tomorrow I go, it was looking great, and we're back in the dumps. And that could happen. I have to be open-minded that anything is possible. But see, the same exact thing happened to Ethereum. That happened to Bitcoin. The coolest thing about Ethereum, though, is it's positioned better on the moving averages. It's above the 4-hour 200 moving average. I like it. So if you're going to trade ETH, you're looking for maybe it might go up a little more. It might pump all the way up to 2170 before it reaches, but I would love a 4-hour consolidation. If the 4-hour could consolidate, pull the 21 above the 200, you got yourself a beautiful ETH trade in about 14, I'd say 16 to 24 hours, something like that. 4 to 6 more 4-hour candles. I mean, this thing could really get a rippage. So, yeah, I see a possible breakout. One thing I also see, though, is could it be in this, which is a bigger symmetrical triangle that could go either way. And now you're kind of still sitting on the fact that we could break down depending on what happens to this bigger channel. So the first thing you do is project this flag. If it gets rejected, starts to break down, the flag's over. And then you basically delete the flag, and then you go on a new path with your brain. This is quantum theory projection. You're giving it 2 quantum theories that could take place in life, and you're only going to take one that actually takes place. If it fills this out, you take it. If it fills that out, if it loses the flag, you don't take the long. If it makes the flag, you do take the long. The price action behavior will tell you how to trade. But you can't do this if you don't know price action, and you can't do this if you can't project. This takes years to do. I do it effortlessly, but it took me years to figure out. I didn't just start drawing flags and waiting for the flag to fill out 21 and get in. It took years of perfecting this with my brain. Even you'll see me do it until you get in the habit of it and you own it yourself. It'll never feel the same as watching me do it. Okay? That's what TA really. That's why TA really matters. And again, no matter how bullish I am, ETH must close a daily 4-hour candle above 21,175, or this is all just a bunch of hoopla, and it ain't gonna happen, right? So remember, Bitcoin's likely gonna retrace right now. I think it's time to take profits if you didn't. If you did, whatever, it's up to you. We're likely going to go sideways here for a bit. I hope my protege caught that pump. But he was probably on Easter Sunday with his fam. Let me see here if I can get a... My phone's always D'd. My phone never lasts. And I got the iPhone 17 Max and all that. Don't matter. Let's take a look at the coin market cap easy and see what's happening here in the last 24 hours. Siren continues to go up, which is crazy, but down 69% in 7 days. But it made that really nice bump, and it went up again today. Meme Core up 4.7%. Pepe back in the mix. When Pepe's back in the mix, it means Bitcoin pumped, Ethereum, and then coins start following. Even AVAX back at $9. Arbitrum. Venice token. I like this. Eric Vordays. It came out. It was a big token before we got, and then it got dumped. This could be a future token that really propels to maybe $3 billion market cap. It's only got 328. I'd write this down. I think VVV could do something over time. I'm going to take a look at it too. Ondo at 26 cents could be a beautiful buy. I like Chainlink. You can't go wrong there. Bitcoin at 69,000. That's a beautiful sign to see Bitcoin at 69K. Render back at 190. Tau at 308. We love Tau. We talked about Tau back when it was 150. Let's take a look at our baby DEXE as well. DEXE was a good one that continued to rip. It was like 780 the last time I looked at it. And I wouldn't be surprised if this thing can take it all the way to like 15. Wow, so they got DEXE to break out with the Bitcoin pump, and it went to $9. I gave it to you at $3.50, folks, back here around March 7th. And it's only been about a month, and this thing has gone up almost a 3x, right, to $9. So if it's still bullish, the same story here with the 4-hour time frame. Look for it to hug the 21 and look for it to consolidate on its next big leg to the upside. I see this thing going to a new high here and getting up, I don't know, 1651. So I like what I'm seeing here. I just want to see it sideways. The treachery is it could be making a shoulder, head, right shoulder, and break it down. You want to look at your daily. How far is the daily from the 21? If it's not that far, and you got some bear div though, that's a pull down, that's a pull up. I'd like to see it consolidate on the daily, really, and make a flag. That's what I was looking at here, and it did make a flag and pump. I see it continuing. Look, we got a golden cross here. This thing's been hot. I see this thing headed possibly back to its $24. I mean, this thing could 3x from here. It was just $3. It's now $8.61. I gave it to the trading group. It's all written to timestamp, but, you know, people don't want to make... All people did recently was focus on what they didn't have. Focus on what they can't... I can't afford. I can't... Dude, like leaving this Discord and saying you can't afford it, to me, is insane. Because I'm studying these markets. If anyone's going to find the coin, and if anyone's going to make more and more money, it's going to be the guy that never took a day off and dedicated his life to it. So if you join the Discord, you get to piggyback off my years of working my butt off. And what's going to happen is all the fickle people that left all these different trading groups, or even mine, because they didn't believe in themselves, they're going to jump back in when it's too late. The time is to stay in the group right now. Because if we end up catching a bottom, you're going to be positioned perfectly. But if you decide to leave the group and then come back, you're going to come back because you're going to leave the group emotionally. Because you're using your emotions, not logic. Logic tells you $99 to Sam Price is probably the smartest thing you can do. Statistically speaking, the guy hasn't taken a day off. He's given some of the greatest calls for Bitcoin. Your money could go long there. I'm just, statistically speaking, it would be a better off. Anyway, you do whatever makes you happy. CryptoLifer.com. I make it very simple, very easy to jump on in, subscribe, hit the button. It links you in. You go to the Discord. You're in there. It's ready to rock. Don't be the guy that or girl that joins my Discord in 2 months from now when Bitcoin's at 80, 90K. And then be like, oh, now I want to learn. It's like, stick with the winners when the winners are still in the game. Don't give up easy, man. All right? I'm just telling you, like, let's take a look at Fetch. Fetch looks like it's about to do damage. Like, I like that. It's on the 21 on the daily. Yes, it's below the 200, but that's bullish to me. I still own bags of Fetch. I really do. I really do. And I still think Fetch could do numbers over time here. You know, it could do numbers. Look at that. I like Fetch right now for a move. And again, once these altcoins start to rip, man, they're going to pump again. And people are going to miss out, and they're going to wish they were in them because they're going to make some serious gains. It's going to happen before anyone notices it. And then I'm going to be out here bugging out. You're going to see money pouring in. Everyone's going to be, yeah, the lifers. The group's going to explode. More people are going to come in. It's going to get crazy. And you're going to be like, damn, I got in my head. I left the trading group. All I thought about was the money I didn't have, and I focused on scarcity. I can't afford $99 a month now because I don't have it. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of people, but like if you live in scarcity and you believe in scarcity, then you will live in scarcity. How do you scare a city? You tell them that there's scarcity. You tell them that things aren't going to be there. You tell them that there's not enough. That's how you scare a city, with scarcity. How do you scare a human? How do you bring your life down? You live in scarcity. You tell yourself there's not enough. You tell yourself you can't make it. You hoard your money away because you figure you won't ever get any more. So the universe won't give you more because it says, why would I give it to this person? This person is not manifesting the creations of the vibrations. Success follows vibrational people. You need to vibrate high to become successful. No money-making person is thinking negatively. No person who's a multimillionaire, billionaire is thinking they didn't have enough. You have to get rid of your scarcity mentality. Scarcity mentality is what gets you to leave the trading group. They'll get you to think you don't have enough, and they'll get, 99, I can't, I just not going to make it this month. And I'm sorry, I've gotten some emails like that recently, and I feel bad for that person because that's the person that could dig in, make it happen, and change their life. Another thing I want to say, which is going to sound rude, but I'm going to challenge your thought process. If $99 is hard for you, I don't see you becoming a multi-millionaire. If $99 is hard for you, I just don't see how you're going to transition to be making hundreds of millions of dollars. And you can say, that's fine, Sam. I don't want hundreds of millions of dollars. I just want to be financially free. What if you could make other people financially free? What if you could donate money to causes that you love? What if you could give $2 million away to help feed or change someone's life? What if you could walk into car dealerships, see people struggling, and just lay down the money for them and say, hey, give them that car? So don't tell me you don't want to become a multimillionaire, because you're telling me you don't want to change the world in the biggest way possible. When you get a lot of money, you could use your money to change the world. And so I just got to be honest I see a lot of people living in scarcity. I see a lot of people talking about they don't have enough. You're going to live in a place when you don't have enough if you keep saying that. You are now creating a reality of scarcity in your life. You're in charge. So if you're in charge, your mentality has to be abundant. You have to believe that bigger things are coming your way. You know, and again, I go back to it. If $99 is hard for you, how the heck are you going to go all the way to the top? How are you going to even make $100,000? Forget $1 million. If $99 is hard for you a month, that's, $1,200 a year. For knowledge that can give you thousands of dollars back easily if you just focus and pay attention. We might find the hottest coin at the right time. We might give you the best setup at the right time. Like today, how we gave you the Bitcoin setup. So instead of thinking in scarcity, you should think in abundance. You should think, 99 is nothing to me. So much is coming to me. In the next month, I'm going to hit so many big trades, I'm never going to think about this 99. And expand your mind. My Discord is to expand your mind. It's to get you going. All right? I joined a trading group years ago. $99 a month. I stayed in it till the mentor loved me and said, hey, would you become one of the elite traders in the group, like to help others? And then you can have free access. And I said, I would love to. Then my mentor eventually died and the group dismantled and I started my own group. So I never left the trading group I joined. Can you believe that? I never left it once. And I know my story is different, but I never left the trading group that I joined. I never left it. I worked at it till I got seen, till I got buddies with the mentor, until I took it to another level. And I started my own. But again, I get it. Some of you are going to learn from me, and then you're going to get enough knowledge, and you're going to say, Sam, I don't need to pay the money anymore. You've taught me how to trade. And that's also going to happen, so I love that. But if you're leaving due to scarcity, you really think that you can't afford 99, you really think it's not good, it's not going to, my brain is mind boggled. I don't understand. Right? Anyway, I'm going to stay off the topic now, but we bought $5,000 worth of BTC. You saw it here live. All right. And if you want to trade, and I told you that was a perfect sell, whether you listen to me or not, I don't know what to say. If you trade on BTCC with me, all right, and it won best sex of 2025. No, not me, but win a ROLEX, BTCC, and Crypto Live for trading competition, ending in 27 days. Sign up right now. Okay. 3 winners, 3 iconic watches. So here's the deal. Say you love to trade, you trade a lot. You just make 1 trade a week on this one. You know what I mean? Say you like weeks, there's other ones, but you just open this and you make 1 trade on it just so you can get entered. Simply register with the Lifer 333 invitation code to participate in the trading competition for your chance to be randomly selected. All right? 3 people are going to get Rolexes. Sign up and trade on for a chance to win. Every participant has an equal shot at the grand prize. Join the campaign on BTC today. Your lucky break is just 1 trade away. So sign up and deposit. Sign up for Bitcoin using Lifer code and deposit. Trade futures on BTC throughout the campaign period. And 3 random traders will be announced as winners on May 10th. So 3 lifers are getting these. Why don't you become one of them? All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We appreciate you. We love you. Let's get back to brass tacks here with Bitcoin. There we go. I really like Fetch here. I'm going to post this to the trading group. When the daily 21 touches, the 200, the 50 is coming. And again, maybe it makes a right shoulder, dumps, and Bitcoin turns into a bear trap, and this all blows up in my face. 2 days later, we're down in the dumps. And I'm saying, my God, everyone, I was a little over bullish there. But I didn't 100x leverage with my entire, net worth. I have a very modest, decent trade open on the monthly. I want to get back in when I see things doing damage on the 1 hour, and I got a plan. A lot of these coins still may not come back. I like DUSK right now. Why? Well, it's above the 21. It's above the 200. I tell you right now, I believe this is going to pump. And DUSK was a hot coin. See, all the coins that were hot, their narratives are still cooking. They still have fast transactions, good DeFi, a real strong team, reasons to be in and out of these, you know what I mean? Look, you have a real strong resistance and support there. So you could put a stop somewhere below the the 50 moving average. I like this trade right here on DUSK. I feel there's like an 80% chance that DUSK will pump based off my years of back testing. I don't own any. I'm not pushing coins because they're I'm secretly in it. I don't do that stuff. I literally just scanned down this list and I happened to find it out of nowhere. You guys just got lucky with me today. All right. I do this all the time, man. I scan, I give stuff away. I love people. I like helping people. All right. Yeah, DUSK looks like it could do numbers. And it looks interesting on the 1 hour too. Pumping already, really. Nexera is okay. Dash, funny. Dash is back at $30 after all that. They did the old pump and dump on that puppy twice, right? Again, what I do, though, is it's kind of like this was the channel. It left it twice. It could still make its way back up. It's very oversold. I don't like the structure, though, compared to the other stuff that we were looking at. Zcash. We talked about Zcash being at the bottom right here. I think this is a beautiful buy for Zcash. I believe it will eventually break up and head higher over time. Again, I could be wrong. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, but I see Zcash back at 870 somewhere by July. That's what it says. We might get a hot summer here, folks. It may not be a sell in May and go away. It may be the complete opposite this time. It really might after everything we've been through the last few months. I like Chainlink. Let's take a look at Chainlink. I don't really look at the bigger picture for it because I just know that over time it's Chainlink. But you got a trend line here. You're bouncing off a falling wedge. If Bitcoin breaks out, I see Chainlink doing the same. And then I see it headed back close to that high there at about $26. So Chainlink could do about almost a little under a 3x. Velocity to VELO. Remember VELO? Let's take a look at Aerodrome. Our baby. Funny, man. I'm feeling like alt guy again tonight. This is interesting. Like, what's happening? Something's brewing. Wow, we wanted Aerodrome to break out of this previous resistance and support. They collapsed these coins to Zeta. Wow, Aerodrome back to where we bought it at $30 back in the day. I feel like it's a bottom for Aero. Makes a giant double bottom here. I think it makes a giant Adam and Eve. Slowly breaks away and then it breaks out. Again, I hold this coin, so yeah, I'm a little more biased to it pumping. I see it going back somewhere to $2 for sure. Remember Dione? We used to trade that thing all the time. Mask, that was a good one. The Mask Network, Rose, Oasis, Tornado Cash. Interesting on, if you look at it, it's in a cup and handle on the weekly. And a little bit of a flag there below the 2-day. Arkham. Alluvium down in the dumps. Bitcoin Cash. Remember, we were watching Bitcoin Cash for a long time, and we wanted this trade for a bigger consolidation, and it seems like it fell out of the pattern now. So I don't know what's happening. It's almost like, is Bitcoin Cash going to dump when Bitcoin dumps? I'd like to see it bounce. If it bounces up and I see it somewhere at 557, I believe it's a buy. Just keep it on the radar, have the alert on, and if it can bounce and get tighter, I believe Bitcoin Cash is a buy. One of the only things really holding structure to this day that looks good to me. XRP Ledger, right? XRP, baby. Voting XRP Ledger. Is XRP going to bounce? It's at 130, man. Remember when I sold the top? No one believed me. Remember when I sold the top? Who was here when I sold the top of XRP online? It was live. I sold it live, like, and it never came back. Like, I sold the top. Like, that's funny. DUSK was the only one I didn't post on my back burner yet. I just set the draft on Discord. I love it. Exactly. Vegas, they all got replaced by fine Latinas in my area. Yeah. Just joined the group. Had to go further into debt for it, but I hope it was worth it. I love you. I'm going to make sure it's worth it. Every single day of my life. I'm going to think of you every single time I post. I remember that day. Arthur, I love you. You're like, I love you. You're awesome. You're like my sister from another, man. You make me smile. I always remember our one-on-ones now. You got such a good attitude and such a good heart. Never, ever, 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 ever fail. Like, just don't let anyone get in your head. I don't think you do, but keep pushing. Never give up, Arthur. I love you. You're one of, like, you've got that, like, that lifer vibe. That's really, you're right. How else do I define it? But this essence of a person that, what is a lifer? A lifer is someone that believes they could make $1 billion. A lifer is someone that believes they could change their life, man. In any way. A lifer is someone that helps anyone around them when they can. A lifer sees where they can be used to help others. And a lifer believes in just the gratefulness and the gratitude of the human race, man. And a lifer focuses on the positives. You visit my Popeyes, bro, and these are Gengar Pokemons. What the? I have no idea what he's... Hopefully you stay blessed, though, my man. You too, my friend. I will. With God as my side. Amen. Amen, brother. Sir from India, I'm 17, and I love your guidance and life lessons. Before analysis just made my day. Thank you, sir. I love you too, man. Keep coming back. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. My Aries brother from another. Of course, our birthdays are just a few days apart. It looks like, that's why we're brothers. And lifers are loyal. Amen. A lifer is a loyal person. A lifer gets his self-worth from knowing that other people can depend on them. I get my worth knowing that if I tell you I'm going to be there at 5 o'clock, I'm going to be there at 4:49, man. How do you like Popeyes biscuits? I love them. They're amazing. Are you kidding me? Popeyes is awesome. I'm being honest. Like, it's the worst food for you. I'm not trying to tell you it's healthy. I ain't gonna lie and tell you I didn't have. What we would have Popeyes Day. All right, what is that? Well, every summer not even in the summer, but sometimes in the summer, I would go to Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach has a Popeyes. A little, like a 10-15 minute walk from the beach, but you can walk into town, get the, come. And once every summer, me and my buddy, who was super healthy, he would always eat really healthy. He would just be like, we're gonna break our rules and get Popeyes, and we would have Popeyes Day. We would go hard. The whole bucket, just all over the beach, just eat till we puked, man. You know what I mean? I'd get extra biscuits. We get the jam. Oh, man, Popeyes is just... I haven't had Popeyes in years, and I don't think I will ever for a long time. Yeah. He goes, Zodiac signs are demonic. Please repent and follow Jesus. Oh, come on, man. That's just not true. You're born in a celestial time. All right? Here's the planet you're on. All right? I guess if you believe that we're in a planet, right? That's the thing. If we're in flat Earth, then what are the birth signs then? If you believe in flat Earth, then what are the birth signs? I used to study aliens, man, and we got into Zeta Reticuli, and we knew that there was Andromedas from Andromeda, and we started looking into the universe, and I just really think that we're in a universe, man. I don't know if the Earth is flat, but I don't know if it's perfectly round. I think it's more like I think it's something like this. And I think it has this, what's called a toroidal energy force going around it. like this. And it's an electromagnetic frequency that's creating this toroid, right? With this circle at the top, circle at the bottom. We're flowing through it in this way. And somehow the toroid, through electromagnetic frequency, is manifesting matter inside of this realm, right? Anyway, I'm going to stop there because I don't want to polarize people. All right? But to say that birth signs are demonic, repent and be with Jesus, I mean, that's your opinion, right? Yeah. Dallas beating the Lakers now. You're funny. No way, what is happening, right? This is all a dream, so how about that Bitcoin long? I mean, we're kind of over that stuff, right? You didn't know it. You didn't know it, but you are. We're already polarized from the magnetic waves. Planet means portion of a plane. That's interesting, right? A flat plane. I shorted and up massive. I like to hear that. Good for you, man. Hey, I told you that was the top. Just wanted to thank you for all you do. Amen. God bless you, dirty skirts. You know, I'm feeling a renaissance. I'm feeling a rebirth. They say like crypto Twitter is down. They say like YouTube is down. Watch and all this stuff. But Sammy, April 9th here, same B-Day. God bless you, bro. You're another one. There's another guy in my group with our birthday. So crazy. We went from chicken to flat earth. Love it. Yeah, that's what happens here. What did we talk about chicken? Oh, yeah. I was talking. Yeah. Did the kids Easter egg hunt? Well, we went to the country club on Saturday, and they had a bunny, and they hid a bunch of eggs for the kids, and they went and had their fun. But we didn't bring it home, and we didn't do that stuff at home, Flat around, I don't care. I'm going to make this money. That's what I'm saying. April 11th here. How many people we got birthdays in April? Right, Aries baby. How many people got birthdays in April? Or you're an Aries baby. You could have a March birthday. Aries babies or April birthdays. How many people, man? Send it. The energy tonight is so strong. Yeah. The channel is more entertaining than most podcasts. It is, man. What's your take on Elliott waves? Or is it better to go MA stocks and patterns? Elliott waves are hearsay. My man Marcus in the house. Oh, yeah, we got Marcus is here. Yo, I love you, man. My buddy. Arthur is here. Aries, we got my man Crypto Outlaw. Of course, he's an outlaw. Vegas is in Aries. We got April 8th here. April is the most birthdays. Springtime, baby. Aries. Today's my B-Day. Wow. It's like, what is everyone in Aries? April 10th. April 10th. My long is up 1900. How did you long? What? Leo here. Sorry, man. You're funny, man. Nah, we love you. You don't have to be an Aries. Cancer, baby. I'm an Elliott Wave. Find me in the Discord. I'll help him out. Elliott Wave is this. Let me show you. And again, I feel Elliott Wave is leaning into something here. You know what? I went to head with the guys that were like Elliott Wave traders for like 10 years, and they said they knew all this stuff, and I blew them out the water, man. I always remember it. Like, they got the market so wrong, and I nailed the bottom, and they were just so off that I just lost. And again, maybe it was just one group of Elliott Wave traders, but I lost respect for anyone who does Elliott Wave because of that. And again, that's my fault, right? That was my introduction to it. But it's like, dude, but this is, let me show you. There is I watch enough of it. I believe there's your A, B, right? Like, and I believe you're going to take wave one again here and head all the way up to about 161,000. That says we can get there by July of 2028. It's going to take some time, folks. It's not going to be a quick ride. Hey, April 9th is my birthday. Me too, man. God bless you, bro. I don't like to tell people my birthday because it's like security reasons, but I say every year I'm not gonna, and then I celebrate my birthday on my birthday. I try to hide it. I'm almost like, I just got to trust that God will protect me even if my birthday's out there. At least the year ain't out there. But then I say how old I am. It's like, wow, we have a lot of Aries here. It's crazy. So many birthday crashers. Here, funny. I just jumped in on the Discord quarterly. Thank you so much. I love you, man. We're all family here. Nah, Sam, you're definitely not. Funny. Can't wait to grow more. Amen. Now, when you join the Discord, here's one thing I want to talk about. I look at the market all the time. All right, you're gonna get a few different posts from me sometimes. Sometimes I'm gonna say, here's a trade. It's gonna say trade. It's gonna say I see a trade. It's gonna say asset. It's gonna be like Bitcoin 4 hour, boom, and you're gonna know for sure that is a trade. It's gonna say the take profit, the stop loss. It's gonna say everything. All right. Like it'll look like this. All right. Because I think some people get a little confused sometimes, and I want to like break it down. So like it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna put 2 sirens. I'm gonna write trade alert. I'm gonna put a little chart. I'm gonna give you the asset. I'm gonna give you the time frame. I'm gonna give you when I'm entering. Usually it's the time I'm sending it to you. I'm gonna give you the stop loss below the 200 on the 1 hour, and I'm gonna give you the target. Okay, see what I'm saying? This played out nicely. If you remember, we got the rip all the way up there. Anyway, Tesla trade alert right now, you know. Iran trade alert on 3.5, right? So this is what the trade alerts will look like when you get them in the group. All right. Here's another one. 1 hour. Take profit anywhere above the 71. Would like to see 73.9. Stop loss below 66.2. Reason. Flagging above the 200. Near on the 21. 50 MA on the 1 hour. Headed for the 200 MA. Front run the golden cross. Right. You can see the 50 coming and the breakout is happening. All right. Now, but there's also times where I'm not going to put alerts. I'm just going to show you a flag. And then I do high leverage scalps on small time frames. So like, you know, the other day I said I see a high risk scalp of the 1 minute. Don't go all in on these, please, and get wrecked. I think some people are going to put 10 grand on that, and then when it goes, and look, it immediately stop hunted us, right? It was high risk. I said it was high risk for a reason. So I just want to differentiate like my stone cold trading calls to like when I'm just taking shots randomly throughout the day. And again, but I don't want to, I want to give you everything I see. All right. 3 days and 17 years. If you know, then you know. What? And trying to I trade Elliott 21 to 200 in PA plus volume. A reading. I can pretty much of it all 13 years doing this. I love charting. That's my thing. That's awesome, man. Anyone dares to make a macro count on Bitcoin, identify 5 ways up. Maybe a multi-year ABC at some time. See, I have no idea what he just said. Sounds cool. I also don't care. I don't want to disrespect him, though. I love what you said, and I thank you for the super chat. And I think you're on to something, but I'm not sure what you're saying. Identity 5 ways up, maybe a multi-year ABC at some time, yeah. Want big life or family, can't wait for Las Vegas. It's going to be awesome, everybody. I got to book my flight, actually. I still haven't booked my flight. I'm like, Chart Junkies is the best, yeah. April 10th, man, another one. I think having troops on the ground around is going to make everything bearish. It's looking at the weekly chart and long scale and hopefully copium. I mean, show me the charts that'll show you the news. The charts are telling us there's going to be some type of treaty. Let's go look at oil, see if oil is struggling too as well. Because if oil is struggling, you know, the last time I had oil, it looked like it was going to do some numbers there on that Mexi chart. Oh, wow. That oil, baby, that oil. That WT. Oh, it's at 111. So it did. Hold on, wait. Make sure it's the, yeah. So here, let me bring the chart down for you. I was just getting it ready. So here's the trade that we gave for oil at about 103. And it ripped all the way to 113, 114. Some could say now, though, could it be in a rising wedge? Rising wedges break down 68% of the time, right? Could this begin to break down? Or is there parabolic, you know, is Bitcoin in a fake out right now? You see? I'm open-minded to believe that anything is possible no matter how overly bullish I've been, you know? And again, my actions, I just want to say, I'm looking at the charts interested, but I'm buying spot DCA Bitcoin here. And I have a bunch of tether waiting in case we go lower. And if we don't, then I'm going to use that tether to buy real estate or something. Like, it's not like it doesn't have to go into Bitcoin. It's just sitting here for the lows. Once the Bitcoin lows pass, I'll transfer the tether back out and boom, You know what I mean? Maybe it goes somewhere else. So we'll see. But I mean, this is tight, and they could still break up parabolic. Technically, you could move the stop somewhere close to break even now, or at least just kind of shave up a little bit. But that trade did play out bullishly so far. But you're all overbought. It would be amazing if it just takes a massive dump. This would be great if you get a shoulder, head, right shoulder, and this thing just goes down. Bitcoin is in a fake out. Nothing matches its pump tonight. Off. I wouldn't call it the pump is over, man. Yeah, I told you what to do already, man. I told you to watch the 1 hour, 21-day moving average. That's it. And don't buy until we get to it again. When we get to it again, the next move will come. And just do your twisted sister, just like this. And whenever the 21 comes into play, think about taking price action. Draw your Fibonacci here too and look at your 618 fib. That could be a beautiful, beautiful buy zone right there. Might be at 67.8. DUSK seems to, I think it is. Let's go to either 76 or 55. Shout out to my man Jay Casp. My man Jay Casp in the JK. Shout out to Jay Casper. He has an amazing channel. Check him out. Jason Casper. He's my brother from another, man. Trades a little different than me. He's usually long when I'm long, or he's short and long at the same time. But when I go heavy long, usually he's pretty heavy long too. He's a pretty good guy, man. Spot on. God bless you, Jason. Thank you for coming on in. That's very nice of you. Kind of looks like an inverted Adam and Eve double bottom. River looks like it wants to take 8. Yeah. Jason's a crypto lifer, man. I mean, clearly. He's a crypto lifer. You know what I mean? He loves the channel. He supports me fully. And he also visited me like a real nice guy. Like, he visited me, and he's a busy guy with a busy life. And he visited me twice. Very nice man. We ate together, man. We cut steak together. And we brought our families together, and yeah, man. I can't wait to do it again, Jason. I miss you already, man. I wish I could call you up this weekend and you could come over, man. Yeah. You're someone that really understands me. Like, we don't have to be long-term friends. Like, you understand me more than my friends that I grew up with. You know what I go through. You know my lifestyle. You know more about me now than the people that I grew up with. So I feel a deep connection to you, Jason, and I love you, and I hope everything. I just wish the world for you, man. Yeah, and I'm so excited for you in your life. Yeah, the giant brother from another. Yeah. He's a lifer in heart. We love his channel. Amen. Yeah. All right, y'all. All right, y'all, and we are live. So yeah, I see Bitcoin coming back down to the 21-day moving average. Whenever you gap away, pretty good short. The guy said he's in the short and he's in the money. He shorted on that wick and he is in the money now. Yeah. Can you check my super chat, please? I will, man, at the right time. Just give me a chance here. All right. You're not my boss over here. No, I'm just messing around. I got you, buddy. Shout out to all my lifers, man. Should do a collab live. We've done a few collab lives together. We have done a few collab lives together. We're OGs, man. People don't even know. We've like, you guys should collab. Like, oh, we did that. You just weren't around for it. Anyone dares to make a macro count on Bitcoin, identify 5 ways up. Maybe a multi-year ABC at sub top. I don't really like. It sounds like Gaelic to me. Can you look at GIGGLE? Thank you. April 9th is my B-Day. God bless you. Just want to say thank you for all you do. Thank you. Can you please look at ENS? We looked at ENS already, and then you guys called me the Jefe, which is like the greatest. Like, El Jefe? Are you kidding me? Like, that is the greatest compliment I could ever receive. And I'm not even joking. Like, that's dope. Like, I'm El Jefe. That's nuts. I don't think I deserve that, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's take a look at GIGGLE. I like GIGGLE. And there it goes. $23. I like the premise. I like what it is. You know what it is? It's a free school started by CZ if you didn't happen to know. Remember, we were trading it on and off back when it was wild and crazy, and it went all the way from 43 all the way to $300. It did amazing. It's now starting to round out, and if altcoins have some sense of stability here, The coin that can go up is GIGGLE. It has the volume. People know it's attached to CZ and Binance, so it gives it that je ne sais quoi. It did pump with Bitcoin off the bottoms all the way up to the 200 on the 4 hours. See? Now it's too far from the 21-day moving average. So it's the same story. You're just going to map it out. Everyone, this is how price action works. You're like, why does Sam do these weird little things with the 20? This is how everything works. Look, I'm going to blow your mind right now. We're going to go to Tesla, right? And you can say he's somewhat correlated to Bitcoin. They bought Bitcoin, but they're really not. Like they've done their own thing completely different than BTC, right? I still love the buy here for Tesla right here at the bottom of the channel. I believe that is your best chance to buy Tesla. I have a call for it right now. And I believe it's just unbelievable. You're going to get in at 359 and get to 920. It looks amazing. And I also give securities, and I go over all sorts of stuff, not just altcoins and Bitcoin. I also go over Tesla. I also talk about securities and multiple different ideas. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. These are my ideas, my strategies, and how I play it out. But look, if I were to look at Tesla and in reverse back, right? And look at every pump. Like, look, we pumped here. So you watch, you're chilling. Tesla goes on a nice pump. All right. Boom. First thing it does is it gets too far from the 21-day moving average. When the pump happens, you're too far from the 21. So I would tell you to project Tesla, right, like this and wait for the 21 to touch price action. And you say, oh, but that was just Tesla and Bitcoin. They're coincidental today. That's not how you can trade everything. That's not how the markets work. And I'd say, okay. And so you would watch this consolidate, right? Again, the consolidation was wider here, but you would play it. And when the 21 touched above the 200, somewhere around here, you would be getting into the trade and you'd be hitting your measured move. And again, the same thing happened here. You got too far from the 21. When you came to the 21, you pumped. Same thing happened here. You got too far from the 21. When you got to the 21, you pumped. Look, the same thing happened here. It's insanely, and eventually you're going to get too high. There's going to be a bear div. You're going to be too uppity on a bigger time frame, but eventually you could flag it out again and possibly learn, see if you can find it again. And it's going to make a flag above the 200, touching the 21. And if you keep flagging, and this is what I do. See, everyone's like, you keep changing it. No, I don't keep changing it. I keep tweaking. And then I get in right there and I get the pump again. So my trading style is basically, I am like freaking like a computerly accurate at telling you exactly where to get in and exactly where to sell once you're out and exactly where to start the short when you're away from the 21. You see? I don't short as much as most people because I'm usually euphorically selling the high and then I'm turning off my computer and getting in the jacuzzi and lighting a cigar. I could open up the short then, but then I have to kind of go back and forth. When I'm in it, I'm in it. When I'm in the trade, I'm paying attention. When I'm out the trade, I can fully relax. I like to just cut off all my trades, I don't like to be in tons of trades all the time. I did that for years. I'm 43 years old. At 36, I did it. At 37, I did it. At 38, 39, 40. I'm 7 years to 50, man. I want to give myself some time now. I want you guys can trade all day long, and I'll give you the setups. I'm waiting on my 1 hour mostly. I'm waiting on the 21. I'm doing the same thing that I just showed you right now for Bitcoin. You'd say, oh, Sam, that's just Tesla because it bought Bitcoin and they're somewhat correlated. And you're like, okay. Let's look at Japanese yen USD, all right, which has nothing to do with Bitcoin, right? It's a pair that has been trading differently, on its own for a long time. But the Japanese yen, JPY, USD, right? Or is it? There it is. I was about to be like, why am I not seeing it? All right, let's take a look. And specifically, once you bottomed out and you start a recovery phase, let me show you. Let's go back in time again here. And this is why I really want to take you through a journey with me. Not just like, hey, look at my trades. Look how much I'm up. Like, that's cool, I get. But like, how much I make in my trades and what I do really doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't do a dang thing for you. If I make tons of money trading, it doesn't pay you. If I go, here's my multi-million-dollar trade. And again, I will make a multi-million-dollar trade one day, and I will show it off because it's cool. And I'm not saying that's not fun. It is. I like to do it. It's like, hey, look at my $1 million trade. Look at my $200,000 trade. Look, I trade basically 100 to 200,000. I usually don't get up into the millions. I did one big $1 million trade. Remember that day? It was crazy. I'm just not there yet. I still work on my time, not on anyone else's. I don't do things because everyone else is doing them. I do them when I'm ready. So Bitcoin would pump here. Okay? And when it pumps, it's going to get too far from the 21-day moving average. This is what Bitcoin did today. It ripped. Once it rips, you flag it out. You say it's either going to go sideways or back to the 21. When it hits that 21, price action is going to get ready to go again. So it gets into the 21. You know, you see this one dipped into a flag here. This was bigger. It's the 2-day chart. Let me go. I got to use like the 4-hour. But you'll see on the bigger time frames, this will play out. Pump, back to the 21. Pump, back to the 21. Now you're consolidating, right? And it's almost like you're making kind of some type of flag there, like this. And see, you see me do this all the time. I'm always tweaking. I'm always changing. And you guys are like, oh, but he just changed the pattern. No, I didn't. I'm finding the pattern. I'm not changing the pattern. I'm figuring out how to trade the price action, you know? But once this 21 gets tight and inside that package, I mean, that should break out. That I've watched this for years. Like that's what I do for a living. I get in when the 21, once we tighten up, you should get a breakout there over time, right? This one's kind of struggling. It is the 2-day chart. I didn't realize I was on like such a big time frame. Because that's only going to happen once or twice, and then you're going to have to readjust. Why doesn't it let me go to the 4? Oh, because I'm still inside of this, right? Well, look, it did do exactly what I said it would do. You see? So what I do is I watch price action pump. All right. I watch price action pump. The stochastics RSI get high. I watch this this is the 21. I watch this get too far. I set up my twisted sister. It's so simple. It's amazing. And I wait for price to either come back to the 21 here. I look at other time frames too. You'll see if you're going to collapse down if the daily is extremely overbought. You got to know how to use different time frames as well. But then the 21, boom. If the 21 does this, we get tight. I'm taking that long. Just like this one. And it doesn't matter the asset. I could trade anything doing this. I could trade Japanese yen. I could literally trade anything you put together. We could put orange juice and grapefruit juice together, and I could trade it this way. Look, there it is again. It makes the flag above the 21, above the 200, touching the 21. And it pumps the measured move of the flag. Like that's why that's why I don't need fib extensions. Everyone's like, where are your fib extensions? I don't need fib extensions. I know where price is going based off the chart that is telling me already. I know where price is going. You see what I'm saying? This is a gold session tonight, man. I'm giving you guys straight gold, and I'm still gonna get crap for it from somebody hating. I just can't stand the haters, man. But whatever. Shout out to all my lovers of life. Shout out to the 741 people here on the stream on a Sunday night, an Easter Sunday night too, which is crazy, right? The fact that we're busting through American holidays. Let's get to 700 likes, though. We have 747 people here. $31 in chat revenue. All right. Anyone dares? Okay, let me ask, please. With 21 cross on 200 the 1 minute, I get that. But does it apply to the bigger time frames? 100%. It applies to every single time frame, every single asset, every single time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's take a look at something new. Let's take a look at General Motors. Let's take a look at it on the daily because you want to see if this works. So we got to stop this. Get out of here. And then we'll go to GM, General Motors. And we'll look at General Motors. Look at this. This is the 2-day chart. This is the 2-day chart. The 2-day pumped. It got far from the 21. Once it came back down and you got really tight and the moving averages were close, this thing exploded. You could have traded this just the same way on the 1 hour. You see what I'm saying? You'll pump, you'll come back to the 21. And you can look at it in the 4 hour and see, did it do the same? You know, here you pumped. Every time you get a pump, you're going to gap for the 21. 99% of the time you can sell that pump. It's coming back to the 21. I'm telling you, back to the 21, back to the 21. Now you start doing your divergences. Oh my gosh. Look, now you got swing down to swing. So you're going to be getting in on bullish div or when the 21 touches inside of the flag. And you're going to be getting out on bear div when the 21's away from the 200. When the 21's close to the 200, that's a buy. When the 21's away from the 200, that's a sell. This is premium. I mean, this is discount. That is premium. That's actually discount. This is good price. But discount is when you pull the 21 away from the 200. And it does it both ways. If you flip it upside down, when price pumps too far for the 21, it's going to dump. When price dumps too far from the 21, it's going to pull back up. It tells you exactly when to get out of your short. It tells you exactly when to get out of your long. It tells you, it just depends on the time frame you're going to use it on. If you're on the 4 hour, you see the gap traded that. If you're on the 1 hour, on the gap traded back. There's some nuances between the time frames that you'll have to figure out over time that are going to change. But that's up to you to figure out. I can't give you the whole world. I got to give you at least a starting point, and you can go from there. I cannot reprogram your brain inside. I think I can. But Elliott Wave macro count, Sam, LOL. Thank you. I still have no idea what that means. I don't know what a macro count on the Elliott Wave is. I don't. Because I don't need it. I don't use it to make money. I'm not trying to be rude to you. I just want to make that clear. I love you. I'm just talking truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. I don't think it should hurt, but sometimes it does. All right. So, we've looked at a lot of stuff tonight. I've given you my projection for Bitcoin into tomorrow. I've told you what I believe is likely going to happen. And we left it at that. All right. I told you that Bitcoin is likely I told you when it topped out. And you said, how did he know when to sell it long in front of everyone? And I said, you better sell it at 69.5, 69.3. No one believe, And I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do. But I told you 99% of the time, if you go that far away from the 21, you're coming back to it. So I'm not opening up any trades tonight. I'm going to give my mind one more big rest and come back strong tomorrow. I did give the call to the group. If you got in on the 15-minute today, it was the model. Let's go back to today. And then this comes full circle because now we're back to today. And look at today. They pumped the price. Like, this is crazy because my system is inside. It's just like crazy. The only sad thing about my system is it's so good that, I think I can make you a great trader and you never need me again. I pray that you make so much money with my system that you donate to the group because you want to give back and that you want to help others. So, I look at my group differently. I look at it like I know I'm going to give you the sauce that's going to help you make money. And I just hope that you take the moral high ground and actually give back what I gave you. And I give this stuff away for free all day long on the channel. I don't have to do it like this, but I really care about other people. Sometimes more than myself, man. But I really believe if I care about people more than myself, then God will take care of me because he's like, Sam, you're taking care of my people. So I put you first. God puts me first. And so if I put you first, I know I'm going to be a multimillionaire. My life is going to go great. I have no stress. So I put other people first. I grind every day. I prove to God that I put you first. He sees me. He watches me. He gave me a very high profile life where I could take advantage of people, right? Some people use my name and they run shady stuff, right? There's all these impersonators, right? You have a moral obligation and a moral code when you're a YouTuber to do things the right way, ethically. I don't pump coins down your throat. Someone doesn't go, here's $5,000, Sam. Tell them that you're buying this. And sell it underneath them and then watch your whole group go down the tube. I don't do that, man. And I know a lot of people that did, and I've seen it. And it seemed to be the MO in the space. And that's why a lot of people like me got a bad name, even though I never did anything like that, because so many people did. It makes me sad and upset because people abuse their influence. And again, that's why they didn't get where I'm at, and that's why they fell off. There's some people that abuse their influence. They're not here no more, man. And God will whittle out the good people and the bad people. It seems like evil is winning, but God finds the good people, man. And he will whittle you out if you're doing the wrong thing. And so I know I'm on a fine line every day with this channel. And I have to be good. And that's why I bring up God every day to keep me clean. That's why I pray to God to keep this channel clean. That's why I make the connection to God, because I want to be regulated by God's morals. I want to be constantly reminding myself that this is not a place to take advantage of your followers and your community, right? It's important, man. No one talks about this, but we got to, because too many people abuse their community, man. All right? I try to find the coolest things that I think work, all right? I'm experimental. Not everything I use is amazing, is going to be like 100%, but like the Pionex bots, I believe they're great. I started them, the whole market ripped. I was doing 1,000 different things at once. I got to really hone in and spend time on those bots. I'm going to come back out with them. I didn't just put them out and disappear. I just got overwhelmed with them because I'm not a huge bot guy, but I understand them. They work very well in grid mode. And once we if we do find this bottom here, I'll be honest, this could be one of the greatest times to start a grid bot. So here, like, I projected the flag when we got away from the 21. And I said, can we project to the 20? And then when the 21 touched, we should buy. So today I did exactly what I just showed you to give the call to the group, right? And then bang. And it's like, how does Sam know when it's going to pump every time? I don't how it pumps, though. It pumps with the 21. That's why everyone else's strategy, I'm really like, the only thing about me is I do sound pompous, rude, and conceited when it comes to my trading style because I think it's better than everyone else's. I just think it's better than what anyone else teaches online. ICT, I think is trash. Like, I think it's all trash, man, because I know this works. And I know this plays out on every single asset in the world. And I know I've back tested it for 15 years. Like, I will go against anybody with this. And so, and again, I always say I'm not the best. There's probably better out there. I'm consistent. I do believe my strategy is the best, though. I do. And that's when people say, hey, try this out, try that out. I'm always like, no, I'm all set. I don't need anyone else's indicators. I don't need to buy any. These are all free indicators that you can get with your premium TradingView discount. Yes, I got the lifer bot that I'm working on. Yes, I'd like to let you use it. Yes, I'd like to sell it at one point, but I'm going to do it when it's right. I'm not money hungry. I'm going to do it when it's right. Right now, I'm teaching free. I'm giving you the sauce. I'm giving you the education. I don't want you to think you need anything else, but your discipline, your dedication, and your ability to keep pushing every single day. That's what you need. You know what I mean? And these 21-day moving averages, supportive resistance, your candle body, you got to learn what I learned. You got to get with it. You got to pull in the TA. All right? It's just, you can't trade on emotions and what you read on Twitter every day. It's not going to play out too well for you. So look, just the fact that I knew the 21's coming back here on the 1 hour is the same thing I knew that the 21 was going to come back on the 15-minute. Now, if you didn't use the 15-minute here, you couldn't have seen the entry. I'm really good at knowing what time frames to use and when. That is a skill I have that it's very hard to replicate, but you will learn it if you join my trading. Yeah, sometimes he just switches to the 15. Sometimes he's on the 30. Sometimes Sam just goes on the 1 hour and he just knows. Why? The model clarifies itself on different time frames at different times. Look, I was bearish earlier. I said, this looks more bearish in the morning. I said, that looks more bearish. It looks shoulder, head, right shoulder, descending triangle, right? I said, I ain't going to short it, though. I said, I wouldn't short it. I get these, every time I think of shorting, I see this huge red candle going up. And my mind tells me, this is a Bitcoin low area. This is where you buy spot Bitcoin. It's not where you focus on shorting Bitcoin, man. For me, again, I know there's people that are making tons of money doing it. I'm not hating on their strategy. I'm just saying, for me, I don't. Doesn't mean that I don't think, and again, I know I think my strategy is the best, but I'm open-minded. I know everyone has there's 100 ways to skin a cat. And I actually like other people's stuff. I watch a few other people and I like how they do it. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I do use Fibonacci, as I showed you, to pull a fib here. Right? It could come down to the 618. You could pull a fib from this impulse right there. Sounds like Sade. Is this Sade? You've got the best of me, nightcap. Sounds so much like, I was playing Sade in the shower today. No ordinary love. This ain't no ordinary love. I love Sade, man. You know it. I grew up on Sinead O'Connor and Sade, dude. I'm an 80s baby, 1980, man. No, I'm not. But I was born in the 80s. Not 1980, but I was born in the 80s. I'm old. I'm not that old. Damn, so Marcus, you born in 1980 then, huh? Yeah, right. Almost a 70s baby. My sister born in 77. She's a 77 girl. And so you don't touch it until you hit the 21. Good place to possibly, short, and you get out of the short when you hit the 21. If I got into the short there, I'd be taking profits already, especially on a Sunday night. But you do whatever makes you happy. If you're up already big on that short, you might want to pay yourself, man. All right? You might want to pay yourself. So yeah, and again, I wake up tomorrow morning and Bitcoin might have broken out already and I might miss out. It might pump at 4, but it looks like at 4 or 5. I'm going to be up early tomorrow, I'll tell you that. Looks like I'm going to be up at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow, Eastern Daylight Savings Time, because that's another thing about me. Because of the price action, I can tell where to be, when to get back into I can go out with I can do this and be like, that's going to take 6 hours. I go to the beach, hang out all day for 4 hours, and my mind's good at tracking the time that I gave the pattern. That's another thing. Then I get home, or right there, I enter the trade, we rip. I only watch the charts for like maybe 10 minutes in the morning, and then 10 minutes when I got home from the beach. Some of my days I've watched the charts 20 minutes and I've made thousands of dollars because I know the system now. I don't need to stare at the chart. I just need to project what I want to see and then take it when I see it. You know, it'll change your life, man. If you just stick with it, it'll change your life. Is oil gonna rip again? You know, that's when you start looking at the smaller time frames. And I don't know, it looks pretty cat ears-esque. Looks like you're going to at least come back down here to 105 before you decide whether you're going to bounce or not. And once the straight closes, oil will go back down and we'll leave it alone again. It'll become a boring, just blah, 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 yeah. It was fun to trade. The war gave us volatility. The war gave us the ability to take advantage. Not bad, right? Can't beat it, so. Oh, wow, what a day. Wow, it's not. How did we get to 10 o'clock? We really got to 10 o'clock? How did I just talk for 2 hours? That's insane. It's 9:57? Like, this is crazy to me. I just started the show. I literally just started the show. How is it 9:57? I find that insane. Is it really is it really 9:57? It really is. Mind-boggling. What's up, Sammy? Shout out to RC Moore. God bless you, man. Because Bitcoin ripped and we're hyped, right? Time's flying when you're having fun. For Sheezy. It is, though. It is, yeah. Time flies when there's quality. Hey, I love you, man. That's true, too, though. When you're watching quality, you ever go to a conference and the guy's talking quality and, like, it's 3 hours go by. Talk to someone talking nonsense and you're like, man, let's get this guy off the stage, right? Anyway, thanks again, bro, for all you do. Much love. God bless you, man. Clocks change, baby. Hey. Not for me, but for you. Hey. Angel. We need a 5-hour show. It's because the music is all jammers. Yeah, you know why it's jammers? Because see, this is another thing. Everything is numbers to me. Everything is numbers. So I love 125 to 145 BPMs. I found that is my sweet spot for energy. That's where I vibrate. So I went to BPM up here. I slid it in. I love this. I could slide it over to the BPMs that I like, and now it only gives me songs with the BPM between 128 and 145. And so I don't really care about, and I make sure that's the genre I want, which is deep house. And I make sure that the BPMs are the same. And now the show's running at 124 BPM, which is my rate. That's where I run. I'd run at 124 BPM. Like my rap songs that I picked, I like to rap at 124. When I was rapping back in the day, like, I run fast. I run at a high velocity. This is me. This is my brain all the time. I could be sitting still, but I'm and I don't contain my energy for anybody. Sometimes I have to at certain times, but on my show, on my time, I get to be me, baby. And that's what I loved about starting my channel. I used to do this stuff at work. I'd have too much energy. People would talk about me behind my back. That guy's a weirdo. Sometimes I come in and just say, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. I'd say, good morning. I'd say, can we get some high fives? And I'd walk around the office and people would be like, and they'd whisper about me, and I never fit in a group because regular people don't understand me, man, because they want to stay flat. They don't want to keep pushing. I don't understand why they're not Why they don't come in the morning and say hi to everybody with energy and hi. I was the only guy of all my businesses. There was like 1 or 2 people like me, and I was always like, and after a while, I was just like, these people suck. I had to be honest, man. I was like, I just wanted to be around high energy people, man. Not lame-os, man. No offense. But it just didn't fit my style. Interesting. You know, Bitcoin could just whip tonight, too. I just want to let you know there's something weird going on tonight. I'd trust the 15 and the 1 hour, but just, you know, that's why, I mean, it might be time to get out of that short, because we could consolidate till 6 in the morning there. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping I'll wake up at 5:30 in the morning. Let me set my alarm right now for 5:30. I got to wake up early. Because, man, like, I got to be up before everybody else. I got to nail this trade. It's true, though. And I want to do it now while we're here, so, like, I put it down. I got to be up at, like, 5:45. What's going on? What are you doing?
I didn't realize you were still alive.
I'm still alive, my love. It went by so fast. How is it 10 o'clock? I really was. I love doing this. I love what I do. I love this job. Like, I'm so happy.
No one can ever make you do something you don't want to do.
She said no one would ever.
This job, you wouldn't do it no matter what the pay was.
She said if you didn't love this job, you wouldn't do it no matter what the pay was. She said you don't do things you don't want to do. You don't do anything for money, she said. You only do what your heart tells you to do. It's true, man. That's why I got so paid, because I never chased money. Isn't that weird? I chased my energy. I chased what made me whole. And everything else followed that. Like, if you chase what makes you whole, you're likely to become a multi-millionaire. Because you're centered. You can't be pushed and pulled. Your discipline will be rock solid. Your reasoning for getting up and going after your dreams will be very well positioned. You won't be talked out of what you're doing. People won't be able to influence you away from your goals. Every day you'll work towards your goal until you reach it. And then you'll set new goals until you reach them. And that'll be your life. Yeah. Shout out to DuPont. They make really beautiful lighters. This lighter is a mini DuPont. Okay. It's going to come in. Come on, dude. Why is it doing this lately? There. This is a mini DuPont. See, it's very, very small. They call it a slim BBQ or slim BB or something. But beautiful, beautiful lighters. All right. And this is the big boy. This is the big boy DuPont. All right. I love DuPont lighters. Saint DuPont. These things, if you ever want to hook me up, you get me a Saint DuPont. All right. I bought this lighter for my birthday last year. This lighter was about, I don't want to say how much it cost, but I bought it for my birthday. All right. I'll leave that. And I bought this lighter for the beginning of the summer because I like the slimness. But these are my DuPonts, man. My babies, my sweeties. These are my cigar lighters. This is cool. It makes like a king. You can't even see it. It's a blue flame, but it makes like a king head. Like, it's pretty cool. This one's way smaller. Way smaller. Battle. Ah! I don't know why I showed them. They were on my desk. I think they're pretty. I don't know. Who cares? Dude, look at the 15-minute. And again, if I go to the 7, I bet it's bouncing off near, or something's bouncing off a 21 or near a 21. There it is. The 1 minute is bouncing right off the 21-day moving average. Look at that. And they kind of made a head and slanted, but they had a nice divergence there, see? I hope I'm right and I don't I could wake up and the thing is just, I could wake up and we just skyrocket. Like, there's a chance that this is the bull flag here and Bitcoin's about to go on a run. There is a chance. All right. This is like, it's rare, but this could occur. This occurs when things are very, very crazy. I'm still looking for it to calm down. Now, this gets you emotional. A lot of people would jump in right here, and then it could kind of go sideways. Then they'll cut off the trade because they get bored, and then it rips, and then they say, well, you got to have a plan and stick to it. It's really important, or your emotions are going to take over. Could even go down a little more. Come back to the 21, then start to move. The key is to go to bed with some type of projection on the table, so when you wake up the next morning, you can pick up right from where you left off, and you're not lost in the sauce. It's very important, okay? So we gave you a couple altcoins that look good. I showed you my Bitcoin projections. I am not 100%. I wish I was, but I believe you can get a lot of insight from what I taught you tonight. Shout out to everyone that joined the trading group. I love to see that. A lot of new people in the group. Cigars, yes, I smoke cigars. Yeah. What the lighter for then? Cigars, man. I smoke cigars. Yeah. I just said there, I have the Dollar Tree lighter. You can only get one pump. You guys are silly, man. I bought 400 for the blue one. It says on Google. You guys are crazy, man. Cigar smoker. Trust me, they want you top jumping the long now so they can rip it back down tomorrow at 9:30. Yeah, I ain't top jumping that thing. Give me a pop can, 5 holes in a Zippo. You're so funny, man. Give me a pop can, 5 holes in a Zippo. You're so crazy. Yeah, remember we used to put the can in the hole and oh man, you put 5 holes and oh my gosh. I've done it. I've done it enough. How about the tin foil on the plastic bottle? That's even worse. You put the tin foil on the plastic bottle, 5 holes, and then you burn a hole, and then you put a little carb in the back. Get a little plastic as you're taking it in. Oh my gosh. Hey, we've all been there. We've all been there. Shout out to Philly. I love you, man. You come off the face, man. It's funny, bro. Oh, man. I've seen people smoke out of an apple. Yeah, you could smoke out of an apple, too. Yeah. That's the worst. Some people smoke. I smoked out of an apple before. I've done it all, man. The healthiest way to smoke out of an apple. Yeah, I've done that, though, but then it gets everything all wet. Like, it gets everything all wet. Like, what do you have to put? Like, you still got to put tinfoil in the apple, right? And then you're smoking the aluminum, like, gravity bong out the milk gallon. Remember we used to do that, too, man? Dude, my buddy, when we were kids, man, I went to my kid, he only had a dad, and his dad worked at, like, a Starbucks, and, like, 5 days a week, and his dad, like, didn't like to wake up too early, so his dad worked from, like, 10 to 9 every day. And my friend got out of school at, like, 3, and we went to his house, and we just went crazy every night. So like from 3 to 8 o'clock every weekday. Like I could be over his house and just like, and then his dad also took weekend gigs. And then his dad was also a guitarist. Saturday nights, his dad would play guitar. So Saturday nights, his dad would go for his job at like 1 or I think he worked like 1 to 8 or like 12 to 8. And then he did like the 9 to 11 little thing in a local spot next door or something. And, so we were at this kid's house all the time. His name was Devin, man. Devin Owens, man. If you're out there, Devin, I love you, man. He lives in Chicago now. I think he married a girl that went to Harvard. He had like 4 kids real early. Shout out to Devin. I miss you, Devin. Been a long time. Maybe we'll link back up one day. But me and Devin, man, I haven't seen him in years. Haven't talked to him in years. We hung out every day. My dad knew his uncle too. Like old Boston Irish. Everyone knew someone that knew someone's family. You know what I mean? We call it long over here. Bottle with the bag. You pull it out the drawer, push it back in the bottle. Blows. You're funny, man. Long. Bottle with the bag. You blow out, draw, push back. And what the? A dirty saw? That's crazy. You could pull a rolling paper out of a mango seed and roll on. You can pull out a rolling paper out of a mango. What the? Freeze the apple or the carrot first. Hit it, put it back. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Throwing all his personal life out there. No, but me and Devin used to party, man, in his dad's house, man. Oh my gosh. And then what they did is they filled up a 30 garbage can with water, and we had the Poland Spring thing in there. You know what I mean? We cut this thing was. Then we did the Chino special. After you did it, you would have to stick your thumb in your mouth and breathe, huh? And that would make you pass out. Like, so we pass each other. It's so crazy, man. I can't get into it. I don't want young kids getting bad. I don't do any of this stuff I told you. Don't do any of the stuff I told you. Don't you do any of the stuff I just talked about on this channel. Except for the trading stuff. Do that stuff. Don't do this stuff. Devin ain't going to heaven. We always used to say. You're funny, man. Well, what happened to Devin was his grandfather died. Named Mun. M-U-N, Mun. I actually like came at his grandpa's spirit one day when we were on some unmentionables. I said, "Mun, come get me," and then I got possessed. I laid on the floor. I started shaking. It was crazy. I don't even get into it. That's another story. Someone's like, "What did you say?" Nothing. You didn't hear it. Didn't hear it. You know. It was too much. You're funny. I won a year plus at one point. I'm only smoking wax. Shadow diamonds, no fly. Yeah, that can get you going too. Oh yeah. The best was hotbox in the seated closet of my dad's basement and trying to hide the smell with a gallon. I mean, come on. Like, he didn't figure it out. It went right through the floorboards, man. You guys are dumb. We're all so stupid when we're kids. Dude, they might pump this thing. Like I said, they might send this thing. And that's why I'm in the monthly long right now. I think there's insiders that know that the war is going to get... There's someone knows something right now, and they're buying Bitcoin. Dude, it's about to rip the high now. I'll tell you, this is very strange. When you're this far from the 21, it's very rare that you continue to pump. Thank you for being you. Hey, thank you for being you too. And giving me $100 for being me. See, I'm me and I got $100 for being me. You're awesome. I love you. Thank you, Dana. That's very nice of you. Tire valve, yeah, insider trading. You're funny. Wow, Bitcoin pumping. This may be a juicier flight to safety sound. You're amazing. She is, right? Like, who would do that? Sammy, you want to mentally destroy someone, steal one shoe and throw it away and ask him 2 months later if he found his shoe. Crazy. That's bad karma, man. He said, he knew for sure. I'll be honest, it's at one point it's gonna stop and it's gonna come back to the 21. Maybe it goes on an uptrending flag and it reaches the 21 like this. If you're very bullish, you parabolically hit the flag. So you do this. These are the three scenarios. You come down to the flag, you go sideways in the flag, or you go up to the flag. It's really no other way, right? I love people that snicker when it hasn't even happened yet. Like, wait till, like, you know, if it rips up, then you can snicker. All right. If it rips up, then you can snicker. But so look, you're gonna do an uptrending flag now. You see? So you're either gonna do sideways flag, a downward flag, or an uptrending flag. Either way, you're getting to that 21 usually before the next bigger pump. Right? Sam's bullish on the suntan. Yeah, you gotta stay red, man. You're gonna go see Wu-Tang's final tour? I might, you know, I was supposed to go see Mobb Deep in St. Pete, but I ended up having some issues, so I couldn't make it. Yeah. You're gonna see Wu-Tang? Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm not into the loud music anymore. I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? It's a little much for me nowadays. Being in an event with a lot of people around me and loud music, I like to be I like to be on a boat with family and friends. I like to be intimate settings. I don't like large crowds, and I don't like it when I can't like hear myself. Oh yeah, I was not in Future, so I'm still on Spot, right? I'm like, why can't I see what I want to see? So this will be, look, Solid 82, XRP, Beat, River, ETH, and this was Tech 100. Yeah. It almost looks like the NASDAQ, Bitcoin front ran the NASDAQ, right? So here, let's take a look. We'll flip this 21. Make it white. I like this track too. It does something for me. It just does, right? It just makes me feel good. I'm myself again, man. I'm back to myself again, man. No one's gonna stop me. We're gonna win, baby. We're always winning. We project winning. That's why we always win. Like, come on. I mean, I should take this long. It's my own model right there on the NASDAQ. And it looks like the NASDAQ might follow Bitcoin. Yeah, basically just had a flag on Bitcoin's 15 and it got ready. I don't really trade the NASDAQ Sunday night, but I'm gonna wish I could be below that low there. I'm just gonna go for a little higher high, you know. I like it. Again, Sunday night's heavily volatile. I could easily lose the trade. I know that. I can't watch it too much, but I got that feel that Bitcoin did the pump and now we're front running. You know, like this is going to follow. And Bitcoin pump first. Now the NASDAQ's going to do its thing. I don't think we're going to get to, we might not get to 2641 before I get out of the trade, but that's just my bigger projection to get me in. 23,723. Little Michael Jordan there. I think, you know, a good idea is to go 620 for 998. And on a regular day, yes, not on a Sunday night. 300 for 990. I'll take the trade. So there's a live trade on the nasty Nas for tonight. I hope to wake up in the gains. All right. Thank you for gifting 10 memberships from Mike Percy, man. And dude, it's been a long time since I did an 8 o'clock show that lasted all the way for a while. I started a short on crypto. That's so funny. I think we're going back to $60.71 level before the market opened. There's a chance. There's a chance, friends. I may be wrong here. It may continue to rip. The 50-minute is looking vicious. And it's in a bull flag that could really do numbers. But it could curve here too. I can't tell you what's going to happen. I tell you that 21 and the low stochastics tell me that we could get busy though. If we pump huge, I'll wait for the projection on the 1 hour again. You know what I mean? I know, right? They don't want no one getting rich. They pump the markets when no possible people are out or sleeping. For me, it's 4 a.m. now in the UK. Luckily, I'm a nutcase. Always loving the vibes. God bless you, man. Thank you for kicking it with me in the UK. Yeah. No worries, man. The lifers move forward with power and discipline. It's tough right here. This is where you really have to know that the 21 is just too far from the 1 hour. I can't buy that. My system tells me I cannot buy that. I have rules, and if it rips, so be it. Fine. It's 1% of the time it's going to do that. Most of the time, it's going to go in a flag and touch that 21. Anyway, I'm going to let you 4 a.m.ers go back to bed, man. It's too late for y'all. I appreciate you guys kicking it with me. 74 a.m. in India. We got people in India. Tell me where you're from all around the world. We got 650 beautiful souls here. Where you from around the world? And then we're going to jump on out of here. Let's do a roll call real quick. Where you guys from? Bed? What's bed? You're funny. Shout out to Scottish crypto. It's where you it's the hay leaves you sleep on in the barn, man. Come on. I know you sleep in the barn, man. Yeah, you Scottish. They sleep outside. Maryland, Canada, Bolivia, Ottawa, Chicago, Spokane, Texas, Montreal, Botswana, New Hampshire, Thailand, Asheville, Djibouti, Africa, Djibouti. Yeah, guest room, Palestine. You're in my guest room right now? Tampa, Baltimore, West Virginia, Wilmington, Macedonia. Dude, Macedonia, Honduras, Tennessee, Georgia, Japan, dude. Like I'm internationally, I'm talking to people from all around the world right now, from my home. Like Boston, baby, Boston. The country, Tasmania, Philippines, Wisconsin. We all over the world, baby. Dade County, my man. Miami, baby. Near Ottawa, Canada, Milwaukee, Epstein Island, Brooklyn, Philippines, Michigan, Philippines, Tampa, Florida, Palestine, Australia. More gifted memberships by Mike Percy. Mike, what are you doing? You're amazing, Mike. I can't believe you're giving so much to my channel. 131's in chat revenue. $100 from Dana. You people are amazing, man. I can't believe this life. I'm so happy. AERO ripping, somebody says. That's crazy. Crypto was running. Vegas got skipped, man. God bless Vegas. Brazil. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for the memberships. And we will do like private Lamborghini streams. We'll do like behind the scenes. There'll be like cigar jacuzzi scenes. This will be all with them. If that's what if you like behind the scenes stuff, I'll do a lot of member streams like that. Yeah, Lifers Worldwide Unite. And everyone, if you want to jump on in and see me, go to Bitcoin Las Vegas. Anyone from around the world can jump on in. Sign up today. Use the Lifer code Lifer333. Use code Lifer333 to sign up to Bitcoin Las Vegas. Okay? It might even be code, hold on, use my link in the description, and it will fill in my code for you too. All right. Yeah, use code LIFER. Lifer. Try Lifer33 or Lifer, but I'm pretty sure Lifer is going to get you what you need. Yeah. Brockton, Mass, man. It's a tough town, man. A lot of dudes from Brockton don't play around, bro. A lot of people never made it out of Brockton. I'll tell you that. Like, 72K going to be a breeze. Iraq over here. Sam, start with the other channel, Life Rabbit Holes and Conspiracies. I will, man. I'm going to get back to them. I will. Artemis 2, yeah. Everybody, I love you. I'm going to jump on out of here for the night. Thank you so much for kicking it with the Lifer. Thank you for being here with me every single day. I don't know why that's like leaning too much. It shouldn't be that much of a shadow, yeah. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. I appreciate all of the Lifers. I thank you all so much for being amazing and kicking it every single night. I'll text you tomorrow. Thank you, Greg. Peace out, guys. Happiness, health, and prosperity. Shout out to everybody. I'll see you on the flip side. I wish I knew exactly what Bitcoin's going to do. It looks like it could continue to run here. I watch your 5 minute for consolidation. I really feel like it's going to flag out on this 1 hour. It's tough right now. This is where you really have to have a system, turn off your computer, and let it play out. Your emotions are going to make you go in and out and wreck you. All right. Yeah, nasty. Yeah, we just opened up a trade on the Tech 100, man. And I believe it's going to, Bitcoin pump, it's going to follow the Bitcoin pump. That's what I see happening. I could be wrong. Shout out to everybody here on the live. You got another live trade here, and I'll post it to the group too, so they have it. And you can see, and I'll either wake up, down, or out, right? And that could be the trade on BTCC that gets you into the, again, one last thing. I'm trading on BTCC. If you trade the trade like I did, there's going to be 3 winners that get 3 Rolexes. So jump on in today, man. Make a trade on BTCC. Use code LIFER333. All right? Or hit my link in the description and in the pinned comment. I got a pinned comment link that makes this so easy to do, folks. Did I not pin the comment today? I think I did. Yeah, right here. It's up at the top for you here. But Weeks, BTCC, and MEXC, check them out. I don't know why mine doesn't look the same. This started happening like a week ago. It's kind of weird. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here and kicking it with the Lifer. Oh, this light went out. I never realized that. Why is that so bright over there? Because that's... Anyway, we'll figure it out later. But God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay blessed. Put God first. Submit to God, please. I know you don't believe me. I know you think I'm crazy. There's a high... Honestly, you're not going to submit until God brings you to your knees. So, but if you've been brought down where I've been, you would have submitted a long time ago. Trust me. Dana, we love you, and for telling me that for me being me. Like that's the to leave your job, to follow your dreams, to make millions of dollars going after my dreams and doing something completely different than anyone told me to do, and then to have a fun Sunday night stream and have someone say, "Hey, man, thanks for being you." Like, I'm not gonna cry, but like, that's like one of the greatest gifts God has ever given me today. Because it's like, dang, man, thank you, God. Like, I'm me, man. That's really cool. That's like one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me. So Dana, thank you. Shout out to everyone. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. The secret to success is getting started. That song was horrible. That last song was absolutely horrible. I'm cutting it out. This is my try. This is more my jam. I'll see y'all tomorrow. horrible.